When did that get turned off? Hello? That wasn't supposed to be off. Hello! Hi! So that wasn't supposed to happen. I don't know why that was off. It must have got hit by something when I was moving stuff. Anyway, yeah, cause my Stream Deck didn't say I was muted, so I was like, what? No, should be working. But yeah, hi. Anyway, so welcome back to Monster Hunter Stories 2. It's been a while. Maybe I'm already building up rust. Goodness, that's terrible. All right, so yeah, it's been a bit of a absent week for me, because I took Tuesday off, and Seymour took the day off from work, and then I was supposed to stream yesterday, but then we started getting nasty thunderstorms and my power was trying to go out for a while, right when I was supposed to start, so I canceled. So here we are. Today's Wednesday, isn't it? No, today's Thursday. Oh my god, I usually don't stream on Thursdays, but that is making up for everything. Yes, I am streaming on a Thursday. But yes, hello and welcome in Spooky and Pink and Ice. Hello, welcome in. Glad you're able to stream today. Me too. I need to be more serious and like get my butt on the ball. I think I've been a little bit lazy lately. So we're in it today and tomorrow. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow too. But anyway, so last time we played Monster Hunter, we had just arrived to Quan Village, the snowy area. We have some nice Nargacuga armor and an Anjanath greatsword, which I think we just crafted. It looks like we are about to continue the storyline and talk to the chief. That's exciting. I believe we had also just got a new Monstie on our team. Yes, we got Strawberry the Anjanath, brand new to the team, which is great. So now we have another power monster we can use that's not Scrubs. I think the plan is to get a Zamtrios soon, and then replace Bloomingo with Zamtrios, and then we'll eventually swap out Scrubs, because we're not going to need two swimming monsters at once. And I like Scrubs, but he's weak to fire, and a lot of monsters in this game use fire, so it's not very helpful. Finally, you stream when I don't sleep. Oh, I see. Is it like, what time is it where you're at, Spooky? This is usually my, my typical time for streaming. Just on a Thursday instead. Speaking of time when I stream, I've been having a lot of, thoughts about that, and I've been having a lot of conflicted feelings about when I should be streaming. Oh. Craft a weapon from an Anjanath. I already have one. I'm wearing it right now. Yeah, see it? Cool. But yeah, I've been struggling with knowing when I should stream, because I don't want to stream when Hellgirl and Seymour are home from work. But they're home from work during the afternoon, and this whole time I've been streaming, I've completely built my audience around an afternoon time. It is, but it looks cool. It does look cute. I like that. I always liked the little pink wings. But yeah, I just don't know, because that would mean I have to stream in the morning-ish, morning to noon and stuff like that, and I don't know. And I would also want to stream longer, and I definitely don't want to stream for longer if it's going to interfere with when they're home. So it's just hard. I think I'm going to have to start dialing my schedule to be earlier, even though it might interfere with some people, because I'm having some problems with balancing my work-home life, I guess you could say, even though I technically work from home. You want to stream longer? Kind of. Maybe. I want the option to be there. The reason why I end so early is because I want to spend time with Hellgirl and Seymour some days, you know? Made terrible investments? What, with your points? What do you mean? The bonk and the throw-a-thing are great. Alright, apparently the chief wasn't here. So yeah, Oh my goodness! Hi, chicken. Welcome in. Oh my gosh, ow. And thank you, Idiot Plays, for the bit. Hello. 1 egg. Anyway, yes, welcome in. How we doing? I am back from, I guess, something almost of a vacation. I don't know. Ugh. Off. Alright. Gosh, I am all over the place. You started saddle you with back-to-back requests, but you could also help out our merchant? What's up? I've got so few products to sell, it's barely worth opening my store nowadays. The cave our shipping route passes through had a collapse, and the Popo can't get through with cargo. Hmm? Please clear out Levina Mine Cave. Okay. What is this game? This is Monster Hunter Stories 2. So, if you're familiar with the Monster Hunter series, it's kind of like... it's kind of like Monster Hunter times Pokemon. It's actually pretty cool, and not enough people know about this game. Alright. Defeat the creepy forest inhabitant Nursilla. Returning to the village, you hear the plight of a merchant who faces going out of business. You must now help clear a cave of rocks that block the supply route to the village. We can do that. Not familiar with it, sadly. That's okay. I think a lot of people aren't familiar with this game, and I find that very unfortunate because it's definitely like one of those cult classics. That you're back. Aw, thanks. Yeah, I'm glad too. Alright, here we go. Ugh. Like the graphics, it looks epic. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's got like a really cute cartoony look to it, but like the monsters themselves are pretty neat looking and cool. If you like Pokemon, I think this game would be fun. Even if you're not familiar with Monster Hunter, if you like Pokemon, you'll probably like this game. It's got a lot of turn-based combat, and you like find these little monsters and you tame them and fight with them and stuff. Ooh, rare den. I'm looking for a Zamtrios, so hopefully we find... Whoa! Not that Zamtrios, though. That's the fighting one. Alright. Might as well fight. Okay, we're gonna go on to Speedy. I wanna get through this fast. Alright, I'm trying to remember. Zamtrios is a technical fighter, but it changes, so we'll see how this goes. Alright, we're gonna switch our Monstie out. Oh shoot, I forgot about the... Okay, we need to drink some hot mist too. We're gonna pull out Scrubs. And I'm gonna have to use hot mist on us, otherwise we're gonna be too cold to attack. Totally forgot we were supposed to do that. Go. Alright. I have to get my brain back in the game. It's been a while. I haven't played this game since last week. Since the last time I played this. Like, what, last Wednesday? Oh my gosh. Alright, now we have to use blunt weapon. I bought Pokemon Legends Arceus last week, and I have been playing that game incessantly. Like, it is the only thing I've done for the last few days. I am fixated. I'm not sure how accurate the save file thing is, but it says I've already played 57 hours of it. That is ungodly. And I'm only in the second area still, because I'm filling out the Pokedex to absolute completion. Brain go burr when I see a checklist like that, I think. Oh, no consoles? Oh no, no consoles at all? So are you a PC player exclusively then? Yeah? There's some consoles you could probably get secondhand for cheap, but it's all your choice. I like Switch. Get rid of this little guy. Alright, it's using Ice Mantle. So I think that turns it into a speed user. let's ride. I'm gonna do a robbery. No, that's illegal. I'm gonna get in trouble. Hold on. Okay, so it's gonna switch to speed. So let's switch to technical. Yeah, my brain has been completely set on Legends Arceus these last few days, but I'm all good to like. I still like this game. I'm still gonna play it. I'll probably get away with another head-to-head. So how's everyone else been doing? It's been a while. How has your week been? Like I said, I've just been playing Legends Arceus like crazy. For me, we finally got our bathtub, or we're gonna be installing the bathtub into the bathroom soon and finishing it at the new place. The tub has a crack in it, but it's kind of higher up than the other ones were. It's not as damaged as the old ones were, so I think we just kind of gave up, and we're just gonna live there anyway. Cause there's got to be something going on. I don't know what it is, because we bought the house with the tub having a crack in it, right? We order a second tub and it's cracked to heck, like on all corners, and it was like shattered on the corners. We get a third bathtub and it's cracked again. But yeah, not happy. Been eh. Oh, I'm sorry, Ice. I hope it goes from eh to yeah. Yeah, poor Seymour's been definitely having a bad week. Ooh, some Aggie. Don't think that's an Zamtrios egg. That's Anja. Ooh, prismatic. Not that. I don't know what that is, but it's not what I want. That's another Anja. Oh my goodness. Not a single Zamtrios egg. Disappointing. Uh-oh. Didn't make it. Are you stealing babies? I am. None of them were the babies I wanted, though. Ah. I want that cool the shark frog. I want a shark frog. Alright. Okay, I think we use tech for this fight. Then make an omelet. Yeah, it's not a baby I want, so I might as well eat it. Doing alright, haven't really accomplished much. I was gonna sketch, but Kwai's been super needy. Oh, yeah. You're high, needy doggos. I mean, all four of your dogs are classified as seniors now, aren't they? Nox feels needy a lot of days. She has this new obsession where every time I stand up and I walk, so their food bowls are kind of near the hallway entrance. Every time I stand up and I walk to go down the hallway, she gets up from wherever she is in the house and just starts screaming. Well, I say screaming, but she's meowing, right? But her meows are just little like, eh! She just does like little screams. And she just does that and she follows me. And she rubs on my legs all up and down the hallway. She follows me into a bathroom if I go in there. She rubs all over my legs and then she follows me out. And then she will like stand and stare at me from the food bowls. It's like, baby girl, there's food in there already. It's not that she cares about food. It's not that she wants food. She wants food to be poured. Alright? She wants to hear and see the food bowl be filled. That is what she wants. It has food in it. And it's just her new favorite obsession. I don't get it. I guess so. I think Taquaya is 7. Always forget her age. I guess that's not too old for a Chihuahua, since they live much longer. Just because of her burn issue. I don't remember. How'd she get burned again? I don't remember. How'd she get burned? Or, oh, bum issue. I read that as burn. RN instead of M. Her bum issue. Have you taken her to a vet yet? She might need to go to a vet. You said she had anal gland issues, right? So cold, my whiskers are frozen stiff. How come you don't feel the chill? Oh, because Frostfang's so warm? Yeah, probably. She probably should cover up more if you're gonna be in the snow, though. I'm all for style, but you gotta stay warm. By the way, Frostfang's a pretty cool name. Yeah.
氷河は再開した後につけた名前なの。じゃあその前はなんて呼んでいたんだ？モフタン。
Frostfangs!
モフモフがとても気持ちよかった。
Went from Frostfang to Fuzzfangs to Frostfang.
じゃなくて氷河とは再開したか
What's wrong
ら
with
絆を結んだの
Fuzzfangs?
か？
I think that's a good
そう
name.
あの日も今日ぐらい寒い日だったわ。
You go back? Oh, so Gypsaros. Oh, it looks enraged. Oh. It's the Baroth from before.
どうしてあなたもしかしてモフタンまた会えたねモフタンって呼ぶには大きくなりすぎちゃった
About 100% this cat is evil. Gosh, I wish he was so I could kick him. He's the mascot. Unless you're talking about the cool saber cat. No, that thing's awesome.
寒い場所に来るといつも氷河との出会いを思い出してしまうの。さあ、先へ急ぎましょう。
Prefer solo games more than multiplayer? I think so too. I think as a whole, I tend to not play multiplayer a whole lot. Oh my god. I don't know what it is. My internet has been having a lot of issues lately. I'm not sure if my stream has been okay. I haven't seen it drop. But my Twitch in general has been terrible. I don't know what's going on with it. My playback just doesn't want to keep up. But yeah, I don't think I play a lot of multiplayer games in general. I think the only one I do play is Monster Hunter World. And that's more of a co-op game. It's not like competitive multiplayer. She went in 2 days ago? Well, I hope you'll be able to solve whatever's going on with her. She's been that agitated. What are we looking for? Right, we have to apparently clear out wherever the cave collapsed in at. More baggy, but I don't know if I want to fight them. They're not gonna be worth it, I think. Not even worth the XP. Thankfully Nargacuga can stealth, so we're good. I wonder what the boss monster is going to be for this quest. It's not going to be a Kezu, is it? We're in a cave? We're in a oh no. We're in a cold cave. It's gonna be Kezu, isn't it? I hate Kezu. When y'all see Kezu, which I'm sure it's gonna be that, you'll see what I mean. Where am I going? Oh, gotta turn around. Figures. We'll switch back our monster. Gotta remember all my controls again. What happens when you switch games? Like, if you've been playing one game for a very long time, switching back is so hard. You have to, like, retrain your muscle memory. It's even worse when you go across consoles. I hate it when I'm playing a lot of PlayStation games, but then I go to the Switch for something else. Oh, he's talking. Either more debris further in we go. Okay, we'll find it. I wonder how long this game actually is. Not sure. It's a Barroth! Yo! You know, that actually kind of makes sense. Barroth tends to, like, charge attack into walls and stuff. So, what kind of fighter is it going to be, though? I'm anticipating power? Is your dragon being invisible? Yes. Nargacuga has, like, a stealth ability, so other monsters leave me alone. It's Barroth! Yo, I love Barroth. So cute. In a weird way. Its own unique way. Alright. We're probably gonna need a blunt weapon too. I thought it was small. No, these things are pretty big. It's actually a bit smaller in this game. In World, it's much bigger. No, it's a big boy. Go for speed. I swear that design would make you think it looks small. I think it's because it's very compact, maybe. No, I think I went for a speed attack. Interesting. Funky! Hello, hello! How you going? How you doing? Welcome in. We're back to Monster Hunter Stories. What do you do? Oh! Yes, the Pinky Land. Alright, I guess Barroth is a speed user, which I guess is fine. It's actually not too... It's actually a pretty fast monster, so that makes sense. Let's switch. Nox into... Spicy. Sitting down. Stream with some homemade chili. Ooh. Nice, nice. I don't eat chili particularly often, I don't think. I think in general, I don't eat a lot of savory or meaty foods. I tend to like veggies and dairy and stuff like that, I think. But when I do eat chili, I like it with a lot of sour cream and crackers and cornbread. Don't eat it often either, but you love it? Nice. Hellgirls seem more like it really spicy, but I don't have a very good tolerance for spice. I'm lame. Mud Mantle, is that going to change his attack style? Oof. It rolled in mud. How's there going to be mud in here, though? Why is it in an ice cave? Is it just me, or is Barroth in an ice cave really weird? I could have swore this was a desert animal. Or like a swampy animal. When has it ever been in an icy area? It makes them vulnerable to water attacks. When they're not in mud, use fire. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's already burned, but now it's covered in mud. What if I switch to scrubs and I hose them down? Go for that aqua shot. Now it's switched to technical. But hey, the power aqua shot is actually going to be effective. Wait, that was a good call. By the way, is this beginning, mid, or close? I'm trying to think, because I don't actually know how long this game is. I haven't beaten it before. I feel like we're getting close to the mid-game. I don't think we are in mid-game, but I think we're just about there. We must be somewhere around mid-game. Because there's, like, different areas of the game so far, like regions. This is my 3rd region. And I know there's one more after this for sure, but I don't know how many more are after this. So your gang of monsters has increased? Yeah, we got an Anjanath on the team. Alright, let's try and command another Aqua Shot. Actually use Wretched Water. My sword isn't working anymore, so let's switch to Blunt. And it's using Tech, so we're gonna do Power. Got my first shiny Pokemon Sleep. I saw that! Your little sleep report had a shiny Bonsly? It was a shiny Bonsly. I never even seen shiny Bonsly until now. Really cute. Barioth too. Oh yeah, that's our new buddy. Our new buddy is Avinia, and she has a Barioth. I hate that some monster names are so similar. We have a Barioth, and we are fighting Baroth. Excited? Yeah. I like my shiny Rattata. It's pretty cute. It's a green shiny, but it doesn't look too bad on Rattata. I don't know what shiny Raticate even looks like. I should probably check that. New pal missed quite a bit indeed. Oh, it's all good. I can't expect you guys to attend every single stream. Alright, get him while he's down. I assume we're getting pretty close to mid-game if we're starting to fight monsters like, Nargacuga. And Nursella. We fought a Nursella yesterday, too. Alright, it's back to speed, eh? Don't make excuses for me. I'm gonna. It's not reasonable to expect people to attend every single stream. That may not be a Pokemon. Oh, nowhere. But that one Evolution got a peak design. Which Evolution? There's so many. All of them are pretty peak though. I love every single Evolution. Especially Sylveon. Love Sylveon. Alright, it's not covered in mud anymore. So now we switch back to Flamenzon. Shall be here every single stream. I appreciate that, Pink. I try to be there for all your streams. Some days it's just really hard because, like I said, I'm trying to balance my work-life. I'm trying to do my work-life balance better. I felt like for a few weeks, and ever since I started working from home, that I've been focusing too much on art and streaming, and I wasn't spending enough time with Hellgirl and Seymour. So I've been trying to spend more time with them lately. So I at least show up every day. For your streams, Pink. The pink and white one. Yeah, Sylveon. Sylveon's the pink and white one. Very cute. It's like my all-time favorite Pokemon. She'll be here in streams where I'm not sleeping. Well, I appreciate that. Yo, speaking of sleep and Pokemon, Pokemon Sleep has actually helped me in a weird way where I actually care about sleeping properly. The night it came out, I think I had like a bad headache and I wasn't feeling well, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna install the app and I'm gonna go to bed early today. And I've actually been really good with myself about going to bed on time every night. I've been going to bed at midnight and been waking up at 8 consistently. And if I some days I wake up too early, it'll be like 6 a.m. instead, and then I'll lay down later for like a 2-hour nap, and then I get back up. And it's actually been very effective. I've been having genuinely good sleep, and it's wild. Because I'm trying to be more conscientious about having good habits. And the thing is, I guess the part about having a good sleep schedule is just being really consistent. So I think that's been helping. Why does everyone get their rocks off over Sylveon? Because it's cute! It's pink, blue, and white! What's not to love about that? And it's ribbons and fairy. It's my favorite. I think before Sylveon came out, my favorite Pokemon was Absol. I loved Absol too. And Alolan Ninetales. Ever since it came out with the fairy typing in general, I've been head over heels with it. Because, I mean, look at me. Of course I would be. I love my Pinkums. All I hear is everyone loves Eevee or Sylveon. It might be typical and overdone, but, you know, it's for a reason, because it's a very good design. They just really hit the nail on the head with it. Besides that, though, I think Leafeon is also really good. I do love Leafeon. And I'm accidentally skipping dialogue, because I can't tell when they're gonna talk and when they're gonna not. Oh, Funky, you also probably missed Ratha hatching. So the Rathalos egg hatched, and he's got no wings! He can't fly, he's got no wings. He's just got little arms. Glaceon, yeah, they're all good. They're all good. I don't think there's a single evolution I don't like. I will say, though, it's a really big loss that they didn't make a counter dragon Eevee for the fairy. Because with the other evolutions, they came out with Espeon and Umbreon together to match. And then they came out with Glaceon and Leafeon together to match. But they only had Sylveon. They didn't launch it with a dragon or, you know, poison or metal, which is what else fairy is weak to. But like they could have done a dragon Eevee, and we missed out on it. Yeah, land-based dragon, he is. I'm right there with them. Like the water one? Yeah, Vaporeon.
ボロボロだった村があそこまで元気に戻ったんだもんな。アユリアも大変だったんだな。ええ。でも実は私と氷河は村から離れたことがあるの。にゃ、そうだったのか？氷河を連れてクア村に
We
戻
don't
った
mention the water one.
絆を結んだ後のこと。
Yeah, we don't. The internet ruined that for me.
アユリア、そのモンスターから離れるんだ。もうこれ以上村を壊されるのはごめんだ。
みんな待って、この子は違うの。
黒の狂
I
気
think
に
that's what she looked like in the
侵さ
first
れていないとは限ら
game.
ない。そんな素性が知れないモンスターは受け入れられない。
では、私が村を離れます。
I used to like the water one too, but then the internet happened. Yeah. I don't know their names. That's okay. I completely understand.
氷河と一緒に離れたの。 村のみんなはアユリアと氷河を信じてくれなかったっていうのかよ。
Oh gosh, I can't believe they didn't trust her and her giant snow
モ
wyvern.
ンスターを信じる心までも奪っていった。そんな。なんだかあなたとレウスを見ていると、あの頃の私と氷河を思い出してしまうの。あなたはどんなことがあっても誰よりもレウスを信じてあげて。よーし、レウスが伝説と関係がないことを証明してやんない
I forgot about this little creep.
とさ。村長さんに報告だ。
I mean, I put a big hat on him. He looks a little bit better.
足が疲れちまったか
Hope
ら
Ratha might have
俺
eaten
も
him.
ライドオンさせて
Yeah, me
くれよ。
too.
モフタン。
Yeah, eat him!
なんでだよ。
Yeah! Eat him! Hum. Should put a big bag on him? I know, I should get a paper bag. Yeah, speaking of Ratha, he filled in the 6th slot of our team. And here he is! Look at his little wings! Look at him! They're tiny! And he just runs! Look at him! Look at him! He got no wings! Oh wait, oh gosh, we're being attacked. Yeah. He doesn't need wings. I love him. Alright, but these are speed users, so I don't want him to get beat up. Alright, Oh. You know it's not gonna happen, but I love you get a super deformed Rathian too. Oh, wingless Rathian? I can be the wingless pink Rathian. Kindred spirits. I finally finished Small Dragon's plushie picture. So I think I'm gonna try and get back to working on my reference sheet when I can. I haven't been doing art like at all in the last week or two, so I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm a little less stressed about it. Right, Pinky into battle, but don't take that out of context. I will be a glorious battle mount. For sure. Oh, you ever play Dragon Age Inquisition? They had a mount in that game that I actually thought was so cool. It was the Draculus, I think it was called. So imagine a horse, right? It's a horse skeletal structure, but it's scaly. It's like a dragon with like big teeth and spikes and everything. It is the coolest thing I had ever seen. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Dragon Age Inquisition Draculus mount. It is the coolest thing ever. Top tier mount design. Lizard horse, it was so cool. The funny thing that I found really interesting is that they said in the description that it's actually very timid. It's a very timid animal. I think it's more of a scavenger type, but I think it's awesome. And it sounds really cool too when you ride it. Maybe I should draw that one day. I loved the lizard horse. Like, the hearts were really cool, the giant moose mounts, but they scream when you ride them, and it was annoying. But the Draculus is where it's at. Had a huge art block for a while, only recently got back into art. Yeah. Yeah, I think I was just, forcing myself to draw too much for money instead of for fun and stuff. And I think that's what kind of like kills the passion out of any creative thing. So, yeah. Gonna use clay and make sculptures. Ooh, that's cool. Nice, nice. Do you like to just do like little personal stuff, or do you like to do larger scale stuff? When your hobby becomes your work? Yeah. A lot of people say, when you do what you love, you never work a day in your life, but that's not true. Ah. Okay, which way am I going? Behind me. Oh my gosh, we have to go all the way back. Maybe I should grab Nargacuga so I can hide. This personal stuff new to it? That's all good. Exploring a new hobby is always fun. I've never tried sculpting. I'm not really sure if I'm good at like 3D creations in a way, but I bet it's pretty nice to just kind of work with your hands and just mold and move stuff. Sounds relaxing. I've actually done very little exploration to other art medias. Mostly because growing up, the only access I had was traditional, just pencil and paper. My family didn't really invest in having me try anything else. They wouldn't buy me other stuff. And then once I was an adult, I stopped art altogether. It's not until recently I started art again, just with a drawing tablet. So I've only ever done traditional since I was a kid, and then digital recently, and that's it. And I don't know. I'm not sure if I plan to ever try a different media. I've never planned to try painting or sculpting or anything else. Metalworks was actually kind of fun. I did dabble in metalwork, and I actually did like it. But obviously, oh, shoot, all my buttons are mixed up. I don't have access to Metalworks anymore. Not since I quit my last job. But heating and molding metal was actually kind of fun. Worked with a few clay stuff, it's pretty fun. Ooh. First one I made was a spooky jump scare mansion character. Aww. That sounds cute though. Those the little things in the game were actually pretty interesting. Like I thought the characters and the little creatures were pretty cute. So I could see why it would translate well into clay sculptures. It's hard. Yeah, it definitely sounds like that. My boy is working, keeping the misses in luxury. Yeah, Ice works hard. Pink works hard too, though. They both work hard in their own ways. The only digital art I have access to is Ibis Paint on mobile. Yeah, I think that's how it was for Pink too. Pink would just draw on her phone until she got her tablet recently. But drawing on your phone is still like totally valid and fun. It doesn't matter what the product looks like, as long as you're having fun, that's what matters. And I think that's why I started getting art block, because I started caring more about the product than the process. Imagine a place without Pinky art be a grim place. Well, thank you. Alright, they're talking without dialogue. Alright, so next task. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, there's more! Let me gather materials from a Tobi Kadachi. Can we ride a Tobi Kadachi? That sounds sick! Static electricity from its fur could power our mills. What? So, I mean, sure, why not? So, if you use the static electricity from the Kadachi fur to power your mills, who's revving up that fur? Chief Dowell requests more materials to complete the windmills, the finishing touch on Quan's restoration. You head out to Laloska Rocky Canyon for materials, as the thought of happy villagers seeing the spinning windmills fill your mind. Enslave this creature as a living battery, like Pikachu! Actually, you know, it's a squirrel, right? You can just put him on a giant hamster wheel, right? Yo, imagine a Tobi-Kadachi on a hamster wheel, all revved up in electricity. Go zoom. I think that would be more long-term, like, sustainable, right? Instead of slaying them, just have it as a pet. Or, you know, the appointed, the rubber. Yeah, so I have a deep feeling I'm gonna encounter a Kezu. No, slavery is wrong. I never said slavery. You said that. No, it's a pet. It's a well cared for animal. What do you think the what do you think the plot of Pokemon is? You were thinking it? I never thought that. You said it, you thought it, and you said it. Peak liquid is Coca-Cola. I haven't had a good Coca-Cola in a while. I like cherry Coke pretty alright. She was thinking it. No, I wasn't. I didn't think a thing until you said a word. Think I think? What makes you think that I think? Here we go. You know, that reminds me of that one. Yeah, y'all remember Super Smash Brawl and its like storyline thing? I actually thought it was really cool. And there was the part where you're on like Meta Knight's airship or something like that. And you're playing as Samus, and you find frickin' Pikachu somewhere in the ship being used as a living battery for the ship. Oh gosh, that's what it reminds me of. Never played Brawl? It was pretty interesting. I don't play a lot of Smash, but I do remember the storyline, and I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, Pikachu was like held in a canister and it was being used as a charge battery for the ship. And Samus let him go. She saved him. Hold on. Also, I hope TTS is going to behave and say that word, say the thing. I didn't test TTS before stream, so if it doesn't work, I can copy it and try to throw it in. Ooh. Ooh. Oh no! Oh! Oh! Monsters out. Oh yeah. Ooh. Okay, Zamtrios isn't chasing us. Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, there it is. Shoot, I was trying to see. Funny to see monsters letting them ride you and being cool instead of world where they're trying to kill me. Yo, is that a shark? Yeah, it's Zamtrios. You ever see Zamtrios? Yeah, this is Monster Hunter Stories. It's Monster Hunter times Pokemon, basically. So you tame and fight with the monsters instead of like killing them all the time. Just screed to the TTS. Yeah, TTS said no. Let me try it. We'll try that, and if it doesn't work, I'll refund you. Also, Zodo the Chain, hello, welcome in. How you doing? Sorry, I'm a little, trying to get some stuff. I mean, it'd probably be good for your electric bill to have a Pikachu. Unless it's a Dedenne, apparently. I guess Dedenne, like, chew on cables or something like that, and they, like, drain your power. It says in the Pokedex or something like that, like, some people have crazy energy bills sometimes because of them. Didn't know they have... didn't know if they had him in World or Rise. It's in Gen Ultimate. I remember that. I think. That's a Zamtrios egg. For sure. We're taking it. Let's go. Don't watch Chainsaw Man. Why not? I thought it looked really cool. I haven't watched it yet, and I've only heard good things. Eevee is the most superior, clearly. And Funky takes another mental damage hit for that one. He takes psychic damage every time you hear someone say they like Eevee. Denji is in Chainsaw Man. It's one of my favorite designs. Shoot, I don't know who Denji is. I haven't watched the show yet. It's too good you'll get addicted? Okay, that's what I thought. I need to watch it. It's like it's like top of my to-watch list. DMC? Oh, like just the Chainsaw Man design in general? The orange head kid? He looks really cool. I like... Shoot, it's the pink... The other girl... Is the girl with the red horns his sister or something? I think they're related. She looks really cool too. I like that she seems like a total bum. Or she seems really like... unsexy. And I love her for that. I guess we gotta go that direction for something. But let's hatch the Zamtrios and put it in our party so it can get some XP. Eevee is the cutest. Eevee is the fluffiest. Multiple possibilities to evolve into. We love and support Eevee on this channel. This is an Eevee support channel. And I deal 10 psychic damage to Funky. Pinky loves it when girls are unsexy. Really gets her going. Heck yeah, I love it. Give me more cringe fail girls that are nasty. Well, she's not a cringe fail girl, but the other one is. The one that screams a lot and has like a ponytail. I've seen stuff about her too. I need to watch the show properly. Alright, let's hatch that Zamtrios egg. Is it like, what streaming service is it on? Alright. Let's get it. Let's get our Forg. Oh. That's not a Zamtrios. Jade Barroth. I didn't even know this was a thing. What? Those are some nice colors, though. Yo, you look cool. You're an ice type? What? Okay. Are we keeping it? I don't know. What should we name this? What do we name Jade Barroth? A girl wakes up, drool on her face, hair like a bird's nest, one eye glued shut, and Pinky's like, you never looked so beautiful. You know, okay, so, real talk, so when, we're not naming it Kevin, Jade, of course, okay, we could name it Jade. So when Hellgirl's hair used to be much shorter, so her hair is very thick and curly, right? When it was a lot, shorter, and she would kind of grow it out. Before, it was long enough to, like, have gravity weigh it down. When she would wake up in the morning, instead of, her hair, like, okay, I'm losing my train of thought. When she went to bed after a shower, she would wake up in the morning, and her big, fluffy hair would be, like, poofed up into almost like an afro. And I would always tell her that she, that she woke up as a Super Saiyan. I called it Super Saiyan hair. And she does drool in her sleep. You got it on the ball, Funky. Actual accurate, even if you were joking. But her hair's longer now, so it actually weighs down. and she gets an undercut. Like, you can't even tell she has an undercut because her hair is so thick, but she has to have an undercut shaved. Otherwise, it's just too poofy. Her hair is too powerful. She turns into a Super Saiyan when she sleeps. Read the manga before the anime? What, Chainsaw? Oh, I don't read manga as much as I should. Like, I own like almost the whole Dorohedoro manga, and I still haven't freaking read it. I'm confused? Why are you confused? What did I say? I'm a little all over the place, so I guess it's not surprising. I think maybe we're all confused. Oh my gosh, and Buns! Buns is here now too! Hello! You need an undercut? My hair's so thin, I could never. Don't out your wife? Nah, nah. I love her for it. Oh yeah, TTS is broken, isn't it? Shoot! That still didn't work. So the Colt one never worked. Bonds didn't work. TTS is down. Let me see if I can refresh the browser source. We'll test it one more time, and then I'll have to close the redeem if it's not going to work, because it's the browser source, so the website could be down. Last time TTS didn't work, it was because the website was down. Slowly losing your mind with your coworkers? Oh no, I'm so sorry, Bonds. Well, happy off work early. Welcome in. Hopefully you can de-stress and feel a little bit better. Feel free to vent. I love to hear tea. I'm actually a huge person on tea. So the funny thing is that I don't actually like gossip, but I'm definitely the kind of person who listens to it and never talks, if that makes sense. I am the one who hears but never speaks. Opinion on Bardock. What is Bardock? Oh, your hair's really thick? Yeah, my hair's super thin. It's frail, it's thin. It doesn't even grow long because it breaks off before it can even get long. I've had the same hair length for like 3 to 4 years, and I haven't had a major haircut ever. I only get trims once in a while. Hopefully now that I'm not at my last job anymore, that might help, because I used to work in a nasty factory, so I think that was already not good for me. But I also had to tie my hair up every single day. And I think because my hair's so thin, I think that tight ponytail was just bad for my scalp, and I think the tie in general was kind of like damaging my hair at its mid-length, so it just could never grow. So I'm hoping now that I don't tie it up every day, that maybe it can actually grow again. Because I would actually love to have really long hair. I like long hair. I've had short hair a lot in my life, but I feel like I've always looked better with long. Just so you know, if you say anything sexual to any of the characters in Chainsaw, I'm coming for you. It's because they're all teenagers, right? I don't think I'm... You know, when I think about most animes that I watch, I think it's very rarely that I think any of them are sexy. And it's probably because so many animes are, like, teenagers and stuff like that. I think the last time I thought a character was hot in an anime... Okay, the last time I thought a character was hot in an anime, it was, Yuri Petrov from... There was an Ursula. Arachnophobia, warning folks. I'm gonna be fighting some spider monsters. It was Yuri Petrov from Tiger and Bunny, and he's a very tired looking man. He's very tired. He's a lawyer. He's a judge. Well, he was a lawyer. He's a judge, and he's probably at least 38. I look at this exhausted, tired 30-something-year-old man. I'm like, that one. That one's hot. Vent incoming? Yeah, let loose, Bonds. I'll hear the vent. You want to send out refunds? Yes, I would deeply appreciate that, Pink. Thank you. Most of them are in their mid-20s. Are they? I thought the main two were in their teens. I can't remember. I don't know. I haven't watched the show. The only anime I actually like is Ginga. Ooh. Tells about dogs hunting a mysterious monstrous bear. Interesting. That does sound interesting. Alright, actually now that I'm using my thinking brain, we should get rid of the needle first. Hey, I'm tired, not a judge, and in region of 30, eh? But do you have long, luxurious, flowing hair tied back in a ribbon? And are you secretly a supervillain that murders other murderers? I was way into Yuri. I haven't drawn human art in forever, but I think if I do, it will be Yuri. He's kind of like Vampire Hunter D. I don't know what it is, but men with really long, wavy hair like that, it's just my thing. I love it. D looks tired too. Your problem with anime is the way they make the girls in the anime focus on the body. Now, yeah, I totally get you. Some anime are pretty different though, in good ways. Like Tiger and Bunny, which I was just talking about. I love that show. Because it's already intended for older audience anyway. And like the whole cast are mostly adults. There's like a few people who are a bit younger, but they're not even the focus. I think that the main character of Tiger and Bunny is a 40-year-old man, 30 to 40-year-old man with a daughter. He's just like a single dad. And he's a superhero. And he's trying to keep it a secret from his daughter and stuff like that. And then Super Crooks. Super Crooks was my other favorite that I watched recently. Also, the main character is an older man who had just recently was released from prison. From, I think it was a failed robbery or something like that. He's also a supervillain. I can't like 02 and not be looked at like a pervert. 02 is 15. Yeah. I don't know. Like, her design's really pretty, but I get what you mean when people get kind of weird. That show was cool, but it was definitely absolutely propaganda to encourage Japanese people to have children. I will take no questions. Oh gosh! They were fast. Cockawallas. Okay. Bonds T. Ah, yes. Long wavy hair. Ooh. See, I hate preteen workers so much. I hate them. Oh no. Caught them recording themselves for a TikTok. Oh no. Got in trouble for reporting them? What? Why would you get in trouble for reporting your coworkers for, you know, lacking off work to record frickin' TikToks? I am so sorry. Yeah, you're definitely not alone with having that issue because I've had coworkers do that before too. And Hellgirl right now has a coworker who's a lot like that as well. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Especially when you work in customer service too. It's summertime. They'll probably be gone by school. and done with work so they can sort it out. Yeah. Screw them. And screw this monkey. I hate this monkey. Nasty. I love the suit she wears half the time, not in the mech. Oh, right. Yo, I really liked the over-the-shoulder jacket thing with the hat. That was really cool. Now that's a cool style. I wish I could rock that look. That's a nasty. I know, it is so nasty. I hate Congalala. Rude, nasty, disgusting monkey monsters. One of your coworkers was a DILF addict. Same, bro. Same. Oh no. Shoot. I'm not even paying attention. I'm being so stupid. This game makes you have to think, and I'm not thinking. I'm doing no thinky right now. Ow! See, I'm not thinking. Yeah, I'm not a huge monkey fan either, I don't think. Yeah, no mammals. Yeah, no pinky, no thinky. No thinky today. I'm a monkey. No, Ice, no. I drew your soda. You were a blue wolf with ram horns. What about rats? I love rats. I had a pet rat once. She was really sweet. Her name was Alice. She was really kind. She liked to be held. She was white with blonde spots. It's too bad rats don't live longer, because they're such good pets. Unfortunately, Hellgirl is allergic to rodents, so after she passed of old age, we agreed to never get a rodent again, purely because she suffered so much from being too close to the cage. But I loved Alice. Got banned on TikTok for giving a Cyberpunk Blade Runner a 2 out of 10 rank. Cyberpunk Blade Runner. Is that a movie? I'm a Virgo monkey. No! No, no monkey. I'm a Virgo and I'm not a monkey. Oh, you mean year, don't you? You're year of the monkey, aren't you? Is that what you mean? I'm year of the dog. Mm-hmm. Had cancer for 23 years? Is that possible? Monkey, what even is that? What do you... Where is chat going? Also, what is this egg? That's an Ursula, isn't it? How much you want to bet that's an Ursula? Oh. An ox. Ooh. Ooh! Pick this one. It's a stinky Ursula. I like cows. I don't remember what year Seymour is. Alright, so we're looking for Toby. But I'm betting Toby's probably gonna be a speed user. Speaking of, Seymour's home. Oh shoot, right, he forgot to put his house key on his thing. So hold on. I will BRB. Alright, and I'm back. Sorry about that. Seymour forgot to put the house keys back on his car ring thingy, so let him in. Anyway, I am back. Yeah, he was crying, so I had to let him in. No comments on the chat right now. Oh my gosh! That is... Okay, hold on. We gotta go. Scratching at the door, whining? Yeah. He's just like a cat, you know? He scratches at the door and cries. You open the door and he looks outside and then he decides he doesn't want to go outside. Oh no! No! Wait, please! Fine, put it in the fridge. I started teasing him and he comes over with some smoothies. And he's like, oh, I guess I'm not giving you one of these then. No, don't tease me. Not right now. I'm drinking coffee.
アユリアの協力のおかげでこれだけ広い場所でも調査が進んで助かるな。
Such a bully. Bribery, such a cat trait. I don't know if Seymour's persona should be a cat or a jackalope. He's a jackalope, but he has absolute cat behavior most days. Neko boyfriend Chan!
あの頃はまだライダーがハンターの住む町に降りることがよく思われていなかった。
He says I'm being attacked.
そんな時期もあったな。私と氷河は人目を避けながらいろいろな場所へ行ったわ。その時出会ったある人の考え方が私を変えてくれた。ある人？ええ。一生懸命で優しくて常に前向きな人だった。
Oh, she's talking about the player from the first game. Right? No, couldn't be. I think it's someone else. Thanks for lurking, Bonds.
私もみんなと助け合って村を元に戻してみせます。 あの時私は彼に助けられたの。それがあったから氷河と村に戻ることを決めた。 誰かと助け合うことで希望が見える。私たちも力を合わせてこの子のためにテデジーを見つけましょう。
Oh my gosh. A cantaloupe? I don't think I've ever seen a design where someone put antlers on a cat before. The Neko boyfriend Chan. If I had a boyfriend, it wouldn't be one that forgot that they scheduled a date with me. Oh. And then multiple other people. Oh. I was thinking the same thing.
こんなところにも跡がついてるぞ。
Ooh.
これも
Scratches.
トビカガチの痕跡か。こんなところに。
Oh, is it in the tree? It's the squirrel! The viper squirrel. Ooh, Nismiad! I made 3 out of 4 of them, though. Alright, it's Toby time. I'm anticipating it uses speed, but we'll see. Yep. Life's hard when I only have 1 days off. Excuses. No, I get ya. Ice is married. He doesn't have to play the game anymore. He already won. I'm so glad that I don't have to date. Honestly, if I wasn't married to Hellgirl and didn't just kind of like land into the relationship with Seymour, I just wouldn't date. But being single must be hard too, because like paying bills sucks. Living on your own and not having multiple incomes, screw that. It's gotta be hard. No further comments. That is fine. I know that cost of living is just grossly unfair. Speaking of 1 day off, we have a new guy at work, complete psycho. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, we got more work tea! Seymour got a new team lead. Oh, well, there's a new team lead? Is that who you're... Yes, a new team lead, but from the area I came from. They got a new team lead for the area I used to work in, and apparently he sucks. Oh, different guy? There's a different guy that sucks? Oh. Sorry, Seymour's talking to me in the background, but you probably can't hear him. So a new guy just started today, that's bad. Go ahead and send your thanks, Seymour. I love my spicy hot tea. Yeah, is the new guy bullying you, boyfriend Chan? I mean, Pete pretty much have lived on one income for the last decade and it's hard. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Especially when you got medical bills and stuff like that. I think that's kind of the situation my mom's in right now too. One income, a lot of medical bills. Hard. Alright, it's enraged. I think it switched to tech, didn't it? I don't know what that is. Oh, it's gonna rev up. Ooh. That's an angry heckin' squirrel right there. He thinks because we only work 8 hours a day, we should be fine working 7 days a week forever, no days off? What? Okay, is that like a person in like a leadership position or a coworker? A coworker? Oh! Oh my god, first day though. He's gonna lose that mentality very fast. You can't work in a factory 7 days a week and not break your body. Is he young? Oh? What the heck? Corporate brainwash, holy crap. Hitting the grind doesn't make you money, especially if you work in a factory. No such thing as making tons of money from hitting the grind besides suffering. I'll switch to power. Something's wrong with that guy. Yeah. Ordering beaver tail. Beaver tail? Wait. Canadians don't eat beavers, do they? It's gotta be like a dessert called a beaver tail, right? Like an elephant ear? What's beaver tail? Post a pic? Oh yeah, you can post in the Discord. Some guys are crazy. I had a coworker who never went home, worked every day for 6 months straight. That's so weird. Unless like you're desperate for money and it's the only option you have, like I get it. But like having the genuine mentality that you should work that much of your life? Bro, you need some hobbies. Gotcha windmill, what is that? Ow. Everyone. By the way, boyfriend Chan returns. We need to do, gosh, when you're not working every stupid weekend, Seymour, we need to actually focus on trying to do an Elden Ring randomizer together. He had no reason to go home. No family or pets, and all his friends were on the rig. Almost sounds like my dad. My dad was kind of like that too. He was definitely the kind of person who overworked because he hated being at home. He hated his wife, and it's not like he liked me either, so he just worked all the time. Genuinely was the type of person who was like, why would I go home? That's where my wife is. Even when I didn't have a reason to go home, I still didn't work to death. Yeah, I've never been the like overdrive myself at work kind of person. I've always liked being home. I don't even work when I'm at work. I was kind of like that too. I did the bare minimum. So, well, no, not bare minimum, because that implies that like I was a bad worker. I was not. I 100% was did exactly what was expected of me. Never less, but never more. I did my expected job. And I had no desire to go above and beyond. Ow. Huh? Quiet quitter? Yeah, I was definitely a quiet quitter. My supervisor saw it coming a mile away. He knew it was coming before I actually quit. Got to hydrate. I've had this water here for a while, but I've been drinking the coffee. I worked too hard. I learned my lesson. Yeah. Burnout is real. Sorry, Pinky, I know what that's like. Yeah. Ugh. Who needs parents? Worked as hard as I need to make sure I had time to do nothing. Yeah, it's fair. Is it like a JoJo standoff? Who's JoJo standoff? Like my supervisor? Heck no. He was scared of me. Do more snickering to himself because he knows it's true. He hated talking to me because I was so mean to him. I actually bullied my supervisor. Scared of me? Yes. I was a very different person at my job. Like when you're like a smaller girly girl and you work in a factory, you kind of have to throw your weight around, whatever weight you have to throw. I had to be a lot meaner at work to earn any amount of respect, or I don't know. It was hard. But yeah, I was definitely really mean to my supervisor, but it's not like he could do anything about it because I was one of the very few trained technicians we have. And now I'm gone. How are you so surprised that I was scary? I can be really mean. You know I can be really, really mean. Yeah. Guessing Pinky has the same weight then, huh? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Because you're Pinky? I can be plenty mean. Can't believe you're all doubting me. You won't like me when I'm angry. Toothpaste hair? No, don't join them in making fun of me. Absolute bully. Can't believe this. When I think of Pinky throwing her away, I think of her floating off looking grumpy. Maybe. So, I'll look really scary when I do it though. It's like a Palumu. Learned from my dad in grades, if you do your best, they'll expect you to do more of the same. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. Don't show them how hard you can work because they'll just put on more work on you without paying you for it. Morty, my current supervisor, was gonna leave for a new easy peasy position at a different plant, but got canceled for bad. Is he not leaving? Oh, get wrecked. At first I was like, oh, like. So yeah, my old supervisor, I guess, was planning to move to a different plant. So it's the nice cushy one, so to speak. It's like a plastics assembly plant that has like AC and everything. I guess he's not going. Yeah, screw you, buddy. I can't hate him that much. He's the only supervisor who ever gave me 5% raises. Because I told him to. I warned him for a week up until my review. I better see 5%. I better see 5%. If you don't, you'll regret it. Watch your knees. I got my 5% both years. Oh, you shared a link? What even is that? That's Guild Wars. Get out of here. No, I'm not clicking it. It's Guild Wars. I see it says Guild Wars. I'm not clicking it. Seymour, shut up. He's standing behind me bullying me. Blue Pinky, that'd be so cute. Then again, I don't think I'd look cute with an inflated neck. Pinky picks up the manager and tosses by the throat and tosses him. Yeah. Do a full Pinky Lariat. Yeah, I learned that if you are really good day, suddenly that becomes the expected standard. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So there was like some machines where people would like, they basically would say, don't hit the rate expected and never go over, because if you constantly go over rate, that'll become the new rate. Look at the Nursilla! It doesn't have like a dead monster draped on its back yet. And now it has the dead monster draped on its back. Where'd you get that, Nursilla? Where did you get that? What did you kill? Pinky the kneecap crusher. I am! That's why I'm short. Coming for those knees. You've heard of ankle biter. Get ready for knee breaker. Wish I named the Nursilla. Its stats aren't great, though. I don't know if I want to keep it. Like, I know it can climb up walls, but I don't think riding around on a giant spider is going to be very nice for people watching. And it's not Kevin. The goals for my last job was outrageous. Yeah, I bet it is. Yeah, I never tried to beat rates at work because that just means more work later. It's like, oh, the rate's 70 parts an hour, but you hit 100 parts an hour for 3 hours? We should just do that all the time. And then, like, after they raised the rate, they're like, why aren't you hitting rate? It's like, because it was a good day, that one day where the machine didn't break. It's not going to do that all the time. Things like that. Kevin died 10 years ago. You gotta let it go, man. Kevin's been gone for years. Oh my gosh, we have more jobs to do. This guy's just... We're just free labor to this dude. You gotta pay up, bro. The last thing we needed. Dude, you had the last thing like 3 quests ago. Okay. Heading to the windmills to talk to a villager. Got it. Guy's giving me the ring around. The run around. Ringing my neck around. Nope, don't hit that. Hey, do these menial tasks that are really my responsibility and may give you a need. I haven't gotten anything from this guy. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Because I'm too nice to say no? Gotta tell you, I'm really good at telling people no. I learned good how to tell people no. Had to. It's a very valuable, important lesson to learn. Makes you so much happier in life. I love how Navu just happens to find something to stand on all the time. I hate that everyone recognizes him here. Oh, thank God.
村長から風車の部品について聞いたのだけど。
Just give him a step ladder. I would love it if he actually lugged a step ladder around on his back. And then in cutscenes he's standing on it. That would have been such like a cute little thing to do.
気がついたら意識を失ってい
Next
た
thing he stands out is a landmine.
何も音がしない。
僕以外にも何人もの村人が同じ目に遭っている。そいつを何とかしないと。
Is it Kezu time? We're going to a cave. I'm just waiting for the Kezu. It's gonna happen.
どんな相手でもビリビリしびれさせてやるぜ。
頼んだよ。その部品さえ手に入れば風車は完成するんだ。
いつ見ても立派な風車だな。
そうだろう。僕たちの絆を象徴する大事な風車さ。
You know,
僕たちの絆。
they're building up so much stuff about these windmills. I'm kind of expecting something bad to happen to them.
アユリアがいなかったら。
They're like, everyone loves the windmills. They're representative of our village rebuilding after it was destroyed.
そろそろ洞窟へ向かいましょう。
I'm just waiting.
おお、そうだな。
Please, anything but the Kazoo. Unseen foe. The last parts needed to complete the windmills can be found in Jagged Rock Cave. However, anyone who attempts to enter the caves has been attacked by an unknown assailant, sowing fear among the villagers. With no time to give in to fear, you head into the cave. You probably couldn't see it because I bet you it's on the ceiling. Tigrex rushes in and smashes the windmills. Oh. Oh. I was like, does that Popo have 2 tusks? 2 sets of tusks? Tigrex likes, ow. Tigrex likes the snow too, doesn't it? There's variants of Tigrex, right? They're too embarrassed to admit being attacked by a Kazoo. Tigrex was all terrain. Yeah, I think I remember that. Like the snowballs that it throws at you can cause different blights depending on the terrain. Like a quad! I mean, it is a 4... It does... Yes.
あの兄ちゃん、アユリアがいなかったら風車はなかったって言ってたけど、どういう意味なんだ？実は彼も氷河を恐れていた一人だったの。あと、アユリアたちがクアン村に帰ってくることを反対したってことか？そうね。そうだったのか。でも今は氷河を怖がってないんだな。彼や村人が氷河を受け入れるまでとても時間がかかった。
What these people need to do is discover Pokeballs. Problem solved.
私は氷河を連れてクアン村に戻ったわ。
Yes, grab out our Tigrexes and blaze it around the track, bro.
誰にも
Bet you can drift those babies. Oh. Lighted Nargacuga. Why is it in the snow? Thought it was a jungle monster.
氷河、行こう。
あれはアユリア。助けに来てくれたのか。
今この場所は私たちが取り戻すから。
It does have a Tokyo Drift set, does it?
アユリア、すまなかった。
I haven't fought it in World yet. I only fought it in Gen Ultimate. I thought it was actually not that hard in Gen Ultimate. I don't remember why. I think I just kept bullying it with a hunting horn. But I've seen clips of people being chased by Tigrex in World. In like the guiding lands. It looks really cool.
全てを失った村でみんなで最初に立てたのがあの風車だったの。私と氷河、そしてみんながまた一つになれた大切な場所。風車だけはどうしても守りたい。そうだったのか。みんなが氷河を分かってくれてよかったな。ライダーさんのレウスのこともみんな分かってくれるといいんだけどさ。
Oh right, you're here. I haven't even been riding Ratha. He just kind of shows up in cutscenes. Yeah, he's real special, alright.
いつかきっとこの子のことを分かってくれるはずよ。おう、レウスのためにも兄ちゃんを助けてやるぜ。
What to have for dinner? That thing. That's dinner.
洞窟にいるのはきっとフルフルというモンスター。私も昔フルフルの攻 撃で意識を失ったことがあって、
Oh, not a thought in that brain. No wings, no brain. I get you, buddy. I get you. Right there with you. No thinky. Just staring at the cat like one bite. Just one bite. Oh, there's a Jade Barroth. Interesting. I don't know if I want to fight it though. I don't want to just go. Story time. I'm so happy I can finally ride Anjanath. It's such a cool monster. Ah. The objectives? What do you mean? You're right. It says Khezu up there. Frickin' called it. If I end up editing this into a video, I'm gonna put a black bar on it. Just gonna blur it out. Oh no. If any of you are listening and lurking, we're about to fight one of the nastiest looking monsters in this game. You've seen Congalala, you've seen Kechawacha, you've seen Nursilla, but the Khezu is its own thing. Hold on, what kind of fighter is this gonna be? I think it's gonna be a tech fighter. So we should be good with Anja. I'm sure it's cute. It's not. It's really not. Even Rotten Vale fears Khezu. Oh, there's nothing here? Look up. Nothing right or left. Nothing in front of us. Look up. Oh, no. Drop down behind us. Oh! Look at it! It's the PP monster! It's a lot less veiny in this. Oh no, it's still veiny. It's. Look at it pulsating. It's got pulsing veins. Ugh. Okay. Let's get this done and over with. Look at that pretty boy? Absolutely not. It's this throbbing, pulsating, veiny monster. Hellgirl's home, and the first thing she hears is this. It's Khezu! Yeah, it's very phallic. Worse, that. The neck is extendo. It has an extendo neck. And its tail is actually a suction cup. It suction cups its tail to the ceiling and it'll crawl around. Oh my gosh. I can't even approve that message. Nightbot just deleted that message. But you're right, Funky. It is Dicky. Ew, icky. Gross. Too spicy for Twitch. This thing, yeah. Blur that whole thing out. We need a censorship bar on that thing. But yeah, it's got that. It's got that awful extendo neck. And it sounds like a Silent Hill monster. Actually, its armor set in the old games was very much Silent Hill inspired. The armor set would make your character look like they were in a big cast, and the gun for it was very specifically a giant syringe. And then the Palico armor set is like a nurse outfit, but it's all like veiny and nightmarish looking. Like the bobblehead nurse. Alright, it's enraged, so it's gonna switch its attack pattern. Roar, don't do it again. Ew. It's so gross. Roars can paralyze you? Oh my god. Oh, that hurt. Kazu's gone wild, am I right? It has toe beans. It just makes it nastier. They're not really toe beans, they're suction cups. It crawls on ceilings. So it can get the drop on you. Remove this part of the VOD. Removed from Twitch due to violating guidelines. Rule 34, Kazu, no! Yeah, set it on fire. Kill it with fire. Please. I think it's actually weak to fire, which is good. Yeah, this thing has an awful, like, electric discharge attack that just hurts. Whole girl's like, don't say discharge. What has happened to my nice say so stream? Has the hugest hitbox? Yeah. Oh my god, no! Oh, that hurts so bad! I'm being assaulted! I'm just healing if this thing is kicking my butt. Maybe I shouldn't be skipping so many battles. Yes, please take it out. I hate the way it sniffs around too. I think it's just nasty. Irredeemable. You've been corrupted. I mean, look at it. You can't look at this and not, like, just get ruined by it. Right? Why's it gotta sniff? Sneef, sneef. Ceaseless Discharge, worst named Dark Souls. Is that a Dark Souls boss, or? Shut up. Alright, I'm gonna do Anja Assault. Let's see what this does. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Look at him go. Nice. Please capture and use the kazoo? Absolutely not. This is not going on the team. Oh my gosh. Breath! Whoa! We're not using this thing. Ain't no way in heck. Uh-oh. capture and name it Funky.
次は私が助けるから。
I will find you. I would never do anyone the dishonor of calling them, naming a Kezu after them.
次に備えて。
Alright, looks like she's gonna drop a heal. We gotta take this thing out ASAP. Thunderfield. There's cruel and unusual punishments, and then there's Kezu, which is the most cruel and the most unusual. Just circumcise my Kezu! No! Ow! Gosh, this thing hits like a truck. I'm not sure if I'm under-leveled or this thing just hurts. It's the lips? Yeah, it's the lips. It's the lips. It's the extendo neck. It's the veins. It's Kezu all the way down. Hi, L girl. Welcome in. Great timing. Apparently it has rubbery skin too. It's got the rubber. Okay. Enough jokes. I have to kill this thing. At least it ain't slimy. Not that we know of. It could be. Frosty hot dog, that's a kind way of putting it. Oh, it looks tired. Oh, now. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't like that at all. That's worse. Stop that. It's dripping. No, you don't capture monsters in this game. You steal the eggs. What about red Kezu? I bet there's a red Kezu in this game. It seems like all the variants are available as well. Okay, hold on, it's enraged. So it's gonna use power? Yes. Thank God. I never want to fight that again. Ew, the neck. Better dead than red. Yeah. Ooh. Thank goodness. Thank you everyone for not letting me suffer that terrible experience alone.
いろんなモンスターと絆を結んでライダーさんも強くなったな。これで俺らもアユリアが言ってたビッグでグレートなライダーに近づいちまったんじゃないか。彼をライダーと呼ぶべきでは。ん？にゃに？そいつはライダーなんだ
You say ニャニ？
彼はモンスターにライドするために力を尽くしたけれどライダーにはなれなかった。ナビルーもその姿を見ていたからわかるでしょ。うにゃ、この俺様でも会ったことないやつのことなんてわからないぜ。
Oh, it's definitely someone from the first game, isn't it?
彼のことを忘れてしまったの？にゃ、俺もそいつに会ったことがあるのか。彼はライダーにはなれなかったけれどドスプーギーにはライドできた。
The Great Poogie? I want to ride the Great Poogie.
もしかして。
Oh, gross, yeah. Ugh. Ugh. The awful character. Ugh. The awful character designs. I'm glad we're ditching him again. Yeah, since, no shade on, Yokai Watch. But because this game, the person who created the first game was the person who did Yokai Watch, the character designs are a little to be desired. Just Yajirobe, but worse. Imagine you had a nightmare where you're in the dark room and Kezu stretches his head down to look at you, and a deep voice says, "You've been asleep for a while. You should wake up before you forget how," and smiles at you. Not the Kezu. I just died in my sleep. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick BRB, everyone. Gonna take a short break, and we'll be right back. Gosh, do I need a break after that experience. So, BRB. Alright, and we are back. Thank you so much for waiting. Yo, I never want to fight anything called a skin dragon. Opt out immediately, no thanks. Call it Squiggler? I mean, no. No name can say that thing. Kind of like the Nibble Snarf. There's nothing that would ever endear me to Nibble Snarf. Not even its silly little name. Yeah, might have to censor that. Too hot for YouTube. Just pop a big censor bar on to that monster. Oh, done with my coffee. Seymour's still awake. I thought he was going to sleep. I got my letter in from the TCG player. So, because I ordered a bunch of Pokemon cards. Like, I was trying to build a very specific stuff for my deck. So I ordered individual cards in like a big envelope. They arrived, so I'm going to be working on that after stream today. Very excited. At least the nightmare is over and we'll never see it again. Yeah. We're just never going to see it again. Ever. Pikmin 4? Ooh, nice. Hope you have fun. One of these days I might play Pikmin. Not sure when or where, but it's like a possibility? My game to play list is so long. Oh, it's after me. I'm not sure what I'm gonna play after this one though. I guess it'll be whatever I feel like at the moment. Like, I don't have any plans, so by the time I finish this game, I'll probably just think, this sounds good right now. And I just pick it. I'm not very good at planning ahead. Opening Pokemon card packs? Probably never. Or maybe I'll do it to make Funky upsetty. What's on your list? I don't remember. I wrote it down. Doesn't mean I remember. I need to finish Pokemon Crystal. I know that. I will cry, try me. I know you will. Like, I love playing Pokemon cards, but I don't know how I would ever translate that hobby and love into a stream. Like, I just don't know if I could do it. Maybe I'll try and get myself to finish Pokemon Crystal next. Because we only have 2 more badges. And then the Elite Four. I don't think I'm gonna stream doing Kanto. Because I feel like it's a little redundant. TCG Online. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I have to scan in all of my cards and make an account. I haven't actually played Pokemon Cards Online yet. Play all of them? I want to. Like, that's part of the reason why I kind of want to finish Crystal, because there's Pokemon games that I haven't played yet. I haven't played Sword and Shield or Scarlet and Violet. And I'm perfectly okay with not streaming Arceus because, believe me, you don't want to see how I've been playing Arceus. 60 hours and I'm only in Area 2? Yeah, you don't want to see that. I'm doing like a full Pokedex completionist run on that stuff. Unless I do like a random stream, like, cause like if I did at this point, I would probably just start up the file I already have active, and I just go from where I'm already at, and that would just be a grind stream. It wouldn't be fun. Post the beaver tail. Just flat batter deep fried and add toppings you want. So is it like an elephant ear? Ah! Poutine and beaver tail. Yo, I love poutine. I used to eat at a place that had really good poutine. What is on that? It's deep fried with... Is that Nutella? Is that Nutella and bananas? Interesting. Basically, I used to eat at a place that did the awesomest poutine. Nutella, ooh. It's hard to make though, like get poutine right, because if you mess it up, it just gets kind of like, it can get slimy. If it's too wet, it doesn't taste good. And I've definitely had poutine that was too mushy. What is poutine? Yeah, gravy and gravy and chips. It's French fries covered in gravy, and sometimes you can put cheese on top. I like to put like melted cheese on top. Sorry, fries. Yeah, it's gravy fries. Ooh, I wonder if it tastes better with potato wedges. Yo, I love potato wedges so much. I actually love potatoes with skin. I don't really like the buttery... I don't actually like buttery, pureed mashed potatoes. I like them when they're thick, clumpy with the skin. And I love baked potatoes too. Oh my gosh. Oh girl, I'm craving some earthy potatoes. I want potatoes that taste like dirt. Angina. Alright. I added diced crispy bacon to mine. That could be good. With bacon bits? There's a difference between good poutine and just fries drenched in gravy. Exactly! There is a difference. Fries drenched in gravy can turn it into a nasty mush if you don't know what you're doing. Cold baked potato is amazing. Oh my gosh, I haven't had a baked potato in forever. I also even just like the fried potatoes where you just dice them up. Diced potatoes, fried with like spices. Oh my god, hell girl, I want potatoes. As long as you butter and salt the skin. Yeah, I guess. I just love potato skins. I just like potatoes. Oh my gosh, I think I'm severely craving potatoes. Fish and chips? Yeah, fish and chips sound good tonight. There's certain... I have like phases of foods that I want to eat and foods that I hate. I just rotate in phases of what I crave. And right now, I think I'm sick of chicken and like pasta maybe. I think I'm sick of chicken and pasta right now. I don't want any more savory foods. I want earthy, like... I want veggies. I want veggies and fish. My god, this girl loves potatoes. I do. It's because we don't eat them a lot. How girl didn't grow up eating potatoes all the time like I did. I grew up mostly eating potatoes and corn. And now I don't even, gosh, I haven't had corn in like maybe over a year. Which is incredible because I live near ungodly amounts of cornfields.
フルフルを見事に追い払ったそうだな。よくやってくれた。さすが伝説と呼ばれるだけのことは。
20 cc's of tater stat. You love those hot spuds.
この子は伝説のライダーじゃ。まあまあまあ。
Does it matter if we're the legendary rider? We've done so much work for this guy. Like, he couldn't be mad. Also, I like how the thing on his hat, it looks like they're actually snow goggles pushed up. Grew up with meat and potatoes. I did too, but I didn't like meat.
君たちの力をぜひ貸してほしい。
ああ、もちろん協力するさ。
だが気をつけてくれ。大穴の近くにいるモンスターはなぜか凶暴化しているんだ。
Oh no, it's another Another pit.
それなら知ってるぞ。村に来る前に出くわしたザボアザギルもなんだか様子がおかしかった。
そうか。各地でも同じことが起きているらしく、ギルドではモンスターの強行化と呼んでいるそうだ。
強行化？
ああ。
They're calling it rage raids. Are you serious?
モンスターがおかしくなっているとギルドは考えているようだ。
光でモンスターが？
強行化したモンスターがいつ現れるかわからない。万全の準備を整えて調査に向かってほしい。
おう、わかったぞ。俺たち伝説ブラザーズに任せとけ。
Hmm. You know, one thing I like about these 3D models, so compared to when I was playing Legends Arceus, I think the reason why I prefer these 3D models a lot more is because the faces are drawn on. They're not actually like part of the model. And I think that actually looks better. It also gives more variety in like the expressions and stuff like that. All right. The light emerging from the pits is causing the monster's strange behavior. The Rage Ray phenomenon spread farther than Quan, with stories of it happening across the land. What could be the constant connection between the pits, the light, and the Rage Rays? You head towards the pit to find out. Who coined that? I want to talk. Telling you though, salted butter on your potato and just let it roast for an hour till the skin is crispy. Oh yeah. Imagine if Navarro in the English dub is best by Seth Rogen. He might be a more enjoyable character if that was true. No, Gilfred Gottfried? That sounds really familiar. Who? Why does that sound familiar? I definitely know who that is, but I can't think off the top of my head. The parrot from Aladdin? No, never mind. I don't want it. Alright, we're heading to a pit, so I feel like we're... Are we getting close to the end of this area? We fought a lot of bosses, and I feel like we might be heading towards the final boss soon. I hope I'm strong enough for this. Maybe I should see if I can upgrade my armor. That Kezu was very strong. Danny DeVito will always be a good pick for cute animals. Yeah, but Navarro's not cute. Oh my god, look at the Kezu shock sword. That is nasty. Ew. Ugh. Ugh. Bag of horrors? Oh my god. Oh, I don't like that at all. How you get Anja? I found it. I don't know, I just found an egg. Full voltage, ew. Oh, the shield is like a battery pack. Oh my god, why? Pulse. Okay, thank god. That's the Kadachi bow. If they called the Kezu bow a pulsar bow, I would have words with the development team. That's just you know the snipped part. No, don't say it. Don't say any. Don't say snipped. We're not saying this. We're not using any of those weapons. I don't care if they're good. We have our flamens on. That's good enough. I should probably upgrade my horn or get a new one. The Quechawappa's kind of cute. It's like a monkey with cymbals. Actually, I like that. Hater? Yeah, I'm a hater. I'm a Kezu hater. I don't know if I need to upgrade my bow. The pulsar bow would be pretty cool. The collective demands pee-pee. No pee-pee! Aw, the Kadachi armor. It's so cute. Oh, thank goodness the Kezu armor doesn't look like a nightmare. Hate Kazoo haterade. I am. Take a big sippy of that haterade. Oh, maybe I didn't have to make that hunting horn. I'm still using the Magia charm. That's really good. I don't have enough to up. Oh my gosh, it requires red Kezu material? Oh my gosh. Confirmation, red Kezu is real. Red Kezu is real and it will hurt me. Oh, I'm too poor. I can't afford this. I gotta sell stuff. Alright, let's sell our trade-in items. And some of our old weapons and armor we're not using. Oh, I love the Sentoku Reaver. It's so sad that I have to like put it away because I loved my giant sushi sword. Wee wee. Wee wee pee pee. No more. You get one. You get one wee wee pee pee, hell girl. You get one. Chat is cursed today. And it's all Kezu's fault. Hold on, no, I have to upgrade. There we go. Alright. And we upgrade our Nargacuga armor. Nope, we're missing a Wyvern Stone. Oh well. Well. We did upgrade some armor and weapon, or we did upgrade some of our weapons. Got a new bow. That's not bad. I think she got two. Yeah, she got two. Nervous laugh, finally. Yeah, I haven't... Pink and I both have like a nervous laugh. I think she does it more though. My favorite thing is when Pink is getting up to shenanigans and she does a little I love it. She has like this giggle when she's up to shenanigans. Every streamer has their quirks. Goes all quiet for a sec. Yep. Does a tiny little her. Yeah. I had a coworker before ask me why you're always laughing. They're like, why are you always laughing? And I said, I laugh when I'm nervous. And they're like, but you're always laughing. Yeah, because I'm always nervous. Alright, where are we going? And you know, shenanigans are afoot. How do we get there? Where is that? Hello? What? Head to the Lavina pit. Where? What? What? That way? If we're going going this way. Explore, no! At this point, I just turned and faced him utterly deadpan until he got uncomfortable. I liked that person, though. Isn't Anja cold? I don't... Did they ever add Iceborne monsters in? Oh my god, there's a Kazoo. Did they ever add Iceborne monsters into this game? Is Fulgur Anjanath in here? I have no idea. Fulgur likes the cold. Ooh, what's that? Is that a Tigrex? No, this is an ogre. Yo! Zinogre's in this game. Of course it is. Zinogre's are like in all the Monster Hunters. It's kind of like Tigrex and Rathalos. They're just like iconic staples of the franchise. It's a sin to not have Zinogre in a Monster Hunter game. I feel like Anja is kind of turning itself into a Monster Hunter staple a little bit too, because it's so popular. No mammals? You don't even like Zinogre? Can't believe you. You know, in a world where mammals exist, some of them are going to be massive. Oh. Speaking of.
今から少し前のことよ。この奥に大きな穴が開いたの。大穴と光、それに強硬化したモンスター。わからないことだらけだな。大穴が発生したのはあそこよ。
I keep forgetting we have a Rathalos until I see him in the cutscenes. And,
あなたがレウスと確かな絆を結べれば、もしかしたら誤解ではなくなるかもしれないわね。そうだな。アユリアの言う通りだ。本当に伝説のライダーになる。
I haven't been using him because we don't have a full kinship bond yet, so he's weaker.
どうしたの？もしかして怖いの？レウスに破滅の力があるかもしれないから。
Apparently I wasn't strong enough to form a complete bond.
レウスに破滅の力があったとして。
So he's just really tame right now.
私にもわからない。でもオトモンはライダーの声を聞いている。あなたが不安や迷いを感じれば、レウスも同じように不安を感じてしまうわ。ライダーさんのじいちゃんはモンスターの声を聞くことができたらしいけど、モンスターが人の声を聞くっていうのも初めて聞いたぞ。モンスターは人の感情やその場の雰囲気を敏感に感じ取っているの。
He smells my fear.
私たち人間よりも感覚が強いのかもしれない。そういうものなのか。
We're brain dead. Oh no.
レウスは力を出すことができない。
He's missing more than his
守れる
wings.
のはライダーであるあなたしかいないのよ。
Oh my god. All mammals do is be covered in fur, produce body heat, charge thy phone, and eat hot chip.
どうかしたのナビル？なんだかずっと誰かに見られてるような気がするんだ。誰かって？誰もいないけど。もしかしたら俺のファンがついてきてるのかもな。
Oh my god.
恥ずかしがらないで出てくりゃいいのに。
Don't give her ideas.
あれは大変だ。急ごうライダーさん。
Okay. Oh, I see the glow. It's almost boss time, I bet ya. Where are we now? Lavina Glacial Peaks, eh? A little eepy. What was that? Oh, the little feline. A geyser keeper. Geyser jump? Oh no. There's no other way forward. 100% safe. Okay. Oh, great. Geyser hopping? This sounds awful. That was a thing in Guild Wars too. Oof. Ah, she's dead. You ever been to a volcanic geyser? Oh my goodness. Oh, she went flying. I've had 2 cups of coffee. Why eepy? It's probably because I'm hungry. I'm hungry, that's why. Never seen one? Me either. I'd like to. I have never visited Yellowstone Park, but apparently they have a lot of geysers there. I guess these are going to be numbered. Are they numbered on the map? No. Eat? But stream! Besides, how girl's gonna make fish and chips? I had a bagel this morning and a bowl of cereal. The fish and chips after stream. See, that's number 1. So that's the one I was in. Where am I going? This is just a circle! Okay, let's go back through 1 and we won't go into 2. Ah! Dumb! Not dumb. Been awake for 2 hours? No! Ah! No! I've been a good girl. I have normal sleep schedule now. I woke up at 8. I go to bed at midnight and I wake up at 8. I'm good. I'm a responsible sleep owner now. Thinking about jumping in Guild Wars, getting stressed. Yeah, I hated the jumping puzzles. Sleep owner. Yeah. Look, okay, don't make fun of me for that. Alright, where am I going? Geyser number 2 was a bust. Responsible sleep owner. Wow, you've grown up so much. I know, thank you. I'm a good responsible sleep owner now. I get a full 8 hours. I don't stay up too late. Amazing. My sleep is so healthy now. Ooh, Jade Baroth. Should I be fighting things? What do you think? Should I... Am I starting to get underleveled with all the fights I'm avoiding? I should probably fight things. What does Jade Baroth do? I forgot. It was speed, right? Setting a good example for how girl and boyfriend John. They have to be good about their sleep schedule because they're first shifters. Except on weekends. That's when Seymour is a naughty sleep owner, and that's what kept messing me up. So I had to rein him back into control this weekend. Kizu didn't really show me what's what. I should probably start fighting stuff again. I feel very weak. Oh yeah, I know. I need to level up. Spicy's not looking too hot. Oh, it was his fault? It was! Every time I would fix my sleep schedule, he would get his weekend off, and he would stay up super duper late, and I'd be like, oh, I'll go to bed when Seymour goes to bed. And then he'd be up till like 3 a.m. So he was naughty and always messed up his own sleep schedule, and then it would consequently mess up mine. And then he would go back to work being a first shifter again and be dead tired all week and take naps all... I'm just ranting. Why not just sleep with Hellgirl? Because Hellgirl snores. And then I don't sleep at all. I need a room. When do I get a room? You ruined everything, yeah. I bet he's not even watching. He could be, but it's probably muted and tabbed out. I don't snore, it's worse. You're right, I'm being generous. It is worse. The wife snores, the boyfriend plays Guild Wars till 5 a.m. Yeah. I do have it rough! Oh my gosh, this barrel is covered in snow. Yeah. That's why I really want the room, or the house with 3 bedrooms. I want a bedroom. When do I get a bedroom? I don't know what to hit. I sleep moan like a Minecraft zombie. She does. She doesn't snore really. Okay, she does snore, but she also groans. So it's gets kind of loud. I have to like and she's such a heavy sleeper though too that I can't wake her up to stop either. Alright, wait, no. Any info on the house? I have no idea. Because right now I think Hellgirl and Seymour are just focusing really hard on fixing up the bathroom to the new trailer before we even consider that. I've heard myself snore. It sounds more like speaking Eldritch tongues. Oh no. Headphones, like to sleep with, like earplugs. I've tried. They're too uncomfortable. I don't sleep good with hearing protection. I tried it once before with sleeping with Hellgirl and it just didn't work out well. Seymour, on the other hand, sleeps with earplugs like no matter what because he's such a light sleeper. Even if he's alone, he'll usually sleep with earplugs because even cars driving by can wake him up. Eno, hello! Hello, hello, welcome in. How you doing? We're fighting monsties. It's cold. There's instances sleeping with my eyes open and talking. Oh yeah! Seymour said that Hellgirl was asleep with her eyes open one time. See? Remember earlier when you made a comment about Hellgirl waking up in the morning with like bedhead and drool and all that stuff, and I'm like, you're so accurate. It's because you are accurate. And I do love her for it. She got yeeted? Oh yeah. I'm gonna yeet right back. No, don't out me. Twitch remembers. How long you been possessed by demons? Probably her whole life. Uh-oh. It's fine. Having lunch before I continue the Dono week. Oh, nice, nice. What you having for lunch? Having a good, relaxing break? I want lunch. Okay, it's not covered in snow anymore. So we can switch out back to spicy. And back to sword. What game is Jade? Oh goodness. What game is Jade Barroth in? I don't recognize it. And it sounds kind of cool that it covers itself in snow. Oh, you should know, unsexy girls get pink in the moods. Shoot, who was I talking about again? Shoot, where'd that come up? I forgot. Who were we talking about? It was a character, right? I forgot too. Too tired to tell you. EP time. Me too. I was talking something about strong ladies who aren't traditionally sexy. They're just kind of like, I don't know, not Instagram sexy. Tiger and Bunny. It was before that though. It was before I went on about Yuri. Because then I started talking about how I like tired, sad-looking men. It was before that. It was the type of girls I like, but I don't remember who I used as an example. Oh, were we talking about Chainsaw? We were talking about Chainsaw Man, the girl with the horns. That's who it was. There you go, Hell Girl. That's who we were talking about. The girl who has the horns in Chainsaw Man. And I was like, yeah, I like girls who aren't like, who are kind of a hot mess and they're not traditionally sexy. Power? Is her name Power? Nice. What about Noi? Oh my god, Noi. Yo, you folks ever want to see a sexy buff anime lady? Look up Noi from Dorohedoro. Holy crap, she can crush my skull any day. She's basically what happens when you have a healer class person who just put all their stats into strength. Oh, I know. Oh, nice. You like Noi? I love Noi. She's hot. Her and Shin both. They're such a power couple. Technical. Like Dorohedoro? I love that show. I really hope it gets to season 2. I need to finish the manga. I actually own a few of the mangas. But her and, frick, it's on the tip of my tongue. The main girl, the blonde. Her name's escaping me right now. But I like her a lot too. Her name's not Kevin. Unless you're talking about the Great Baggy. I have a statue of Kaiman. Ooh, that's cool. I just love that show. I like all the characters. I like how all the characters are like morally reprehensible. No one's a good guy. It's just a show about where all the characters are chaotic evil, but they all like look out for each other. It's very cool. Nikaido, yes, thank you. Her name's Nikaido. Yeah, she's hot too. My standards for anime characters I find hot are very different than most people, I think. Nikaido, Noi, Yuri. Yeah. I like strong women and tired men. Which is Hellgirl and Seymour. Hellgirl, strong. Seymour, tired. Seymour also looks like a tired man that could be blown over with a stiff breeze. Ah! Backwards. Hellgirl, strong woman. Seymour, tired man. Oh. Oh, hello. Seymour, Eraserhead? He's got Eraserhead energy. Doesn't look like him, but yeah. You know, Eraserhead's pretty hot too, actually. You're right. Yeah, I forgot. He actually loves cats, doesn't he? And he looks good when he puts his hair up. Oh my gosh. You're right. Oh, you're right. I love the man bun. Seymour tried to have a man bun. He grew out his hair long like that before too, but he didn't like managing it, so he cropped it short again. He looked good with long hair though. It was a very good look. Because he's also got like that thin, lean frame. From Durarara. I haven't seen Durarara. I should though. I heard good things. Oh, there's a red Kazoo. I guess we should fight it. We need the XP. Great. I didn't want it to happen, but here we are. Heckin' nasty. Why does it come in red? Okay. Despite being headless. Oh! The Dallahan? Is that what they're called? Dallahans? Yeah, she's cute. I like the sexy leather outfit and the cat-eared helmet. Isn't she looking for like the person who killed her? I don't know. I haven't seen the show. Why does it come in sports car red? Because Monster Hunter hates us, that's why. Kazoo just wiggle and buff the Kazoo? Or the Conchu? Conchu just wiggle at the Kazoo and buff it? Ew. Where did the Conchu come from? Who knows? They're just around. unfortunately, it seems like the Kezu's not weak to blunt or slash. But my bow and arrow right now is Kadachi type. So I don't think, like, just because it's weak to pierce, I don't think it'll be weak to an electric bow. You know? Ugh. Oh gosh! When it's charged up, the veins pulsate. Ugh. Ugh. They really thought, how can we make this thing as nasty as possible? I thought it said spirit bomb. I was about to get so hyped. Yo, Nargacuga learned how to make a spirit bomb. Oh my god. This stream has been horrible to moderate. You know how many things I've had to clear past automod? I'm tired at this point. I'm not clearing any more messages. No more permissions. I can't keep up. Ugh. Oof. 99% of their mine. I know they are. Alright. Oh yeah. Out of coffee. Thank goodness. Sorry I'm having fun. I know you are. This has been a very cursed stream. Definitely a lot more cursed than what I'm used to. And it's all Kezu's fault. Ugh. Ugh. Gotta get rid of this thing. Hey Breezy, hello, hello! Doing good. We're fighting a nasty monster. Don't look at it too hard. Don't think about it. It's definitely not a gross euphemism. Spicy chat. It's cool. Cursed bad. What? You think it's spicy, not cursed? I think it's been pretty cursed. Okay. Oh my goodness. Chat is spicy. This thing is cursed. It does have frog feet. Been enjoying it? Oh no. Oh now I see it. Yeah. It's got an extendo neck too. It gets longer. Yeah, like that. Ugh. Pinky, no, we're not even gonna conceptualize it. Not even gonna think about it. I will time out people who compare me to a Kezu. No Pinky Kezu. Also, thanks for lurking, Pink. You're streaming soon, aren't you, Pink? Right, yeah. You start soon. Soonish. I will be there tonight. So, good luck on your stream, Pink. I'll probably raid over when I'm done. So be ready. You better be ready. Watch out. You better watch out. No muscly Pink? No, absolutely not. Get a daily ban for that. A day's ban. There's another Kezu. I have to find another one, because we really need to level up. I can't ignore them. They're good XP. Too much pressure, stream cancelled. Yay, stay! I mean, no, I want to watch. That was a joke, by the way. Oh. Spicy chat coming Pink's way soon. Yeah, let's take that spicy. Let's take that spice and add a kick to Pink's chat once we go Oh gosh, there's Conchu here too. Gotta take those out first. Oh my gosh, shut up, battery. We will make it. We will make it to the end of the stream without me losing my controller. Because there's no way I'm touching the Joy-Cons. Too small, make my hands hurt. See how much I can push Pink's rules before I get a warning. Pink can't ban anyone. Do it, you won't. Gonna die mid-battle? Thankfully it's turn-based. You ever have... I've had my controller die in Bloodborne before, and let me tell you, there is no fear greater. You wanna make a bet on that? Yes. Oh, gosh. Tired. Ugh. I will many balls. I'll do it. Many balls. Like a Krogan? Is that a white one? Yeah, they come in multiple colors too. It's great. See its veins? Yeah, veiny too. I hate this thing. More than a Krogan? Oh god. You'll regret this bet? Me? I think Pink will regret it more than either of us. She doesn't have to hear that. She's not listening. She's done. She's already started her stream. Yeah, someone's got to genophage this freaking Kezu. Oh yeah, you're right. I feel like I've just been spending this entire stream just giggling at just immature stuff. Oh right, never mind, Ice is here. Quick abort! Ice is here. Y'all gotta stop, you got me in a giggly mood. It's all I'm doing. Ooh. Nice. Burn it out. Gosh. I wonder how many fights it's gonna take to get to the top of the mountain, because I'm just trying to level up for the final boss. My goodness. Alright, let me just fast forward. I forgot. I'm not even on fast forward. It's just when I play on fast forward, my brain tries to process everything too fast, and then I just make stupid mistakes. Right, so it's enraged. I keep forgetting what it switches to when it's enraged. I think it's speed. Nope. Frick. Oof! It was power. It's fine, we won. Heal up a little bit. Keep going. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. Like there's a cat. Oh, wait, hold on. We passed that catavan stand, didn't we? No, there's a burrow. Sweet. Oh, they're so cute. Look at that Palico. Why doesn't our Palico look like this? Absolute miss. Why did they design Navru as the mascot like that? I blame Yokai Watch. Absolute L. The pod of feline. Yeah, recover. Can't believe we missed out on an actual good-looking feline. Yeah. Alright, where are we going? Okay, that way. It's 5 of them, BRP. Fair. Pepperoni. Yeah, I had to change how I do my ads on the channel. I don't like it, but I prefer to keep pre-rolls off. Ads over? Cool. Yeah, like I said, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep pre-rolls off and just the whole ad thing on Twitch, I don't even like it. And I've tried to do the whole thing like of like not playing ads, but it actually made things worse. It's uncool. So most of the time I try to play ads when I'm starting at the beginning of the stream and then when I BRB and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and the reason why I had to turn them on is because for a while I did have them off and stuff like that, but apparently people were getting mid-roll ads anyway. And since I had them turned off, it's just like basically Twitch was... Shoot, I went backwards. Playing ads and then not like even throwing pennies at me for it. But oh, I'm just at a loss. Gotta loop all the way back through this heckin' cave because I went the wrong direction. Because I know there's a geyser back there, but I feel like because we found a burrow this way, we must be going the right direction. It's too bad it ends just kind of slow. For a speed monster, it's actually kind of slow. I almost wonder if I should ride something. Oh. Alright, it's pit time. Boss time. What are we fighting now? Is it a Barioth? Is it a Legiana? It's gotta be some scary ice monster, right? So is it alright bringing the supposed weapon of destruction to the pits that apparently can awaken its destructive power? He seems to really not like them. It's fine. What is that? Is that like a giant hermitar?
何か感じ取ってる？
おい、
もっと近くで探らないと。アルセルタスよ。
Ever played Monster Hunter 4? I have not. Oh god. What is that? A Celtas queen? What the heck is a Celtas? Ew! Oh gosh, it's a double fight. They're Monster Hunter 4 bosses? Oh god. Oh. Ooh, look at that tail. It's like an earwig. Goodness. Okay, this looks hard. So there's a Celtas and a queen. I see. Oh. Okay. Shoot, who do I go for first? The little one or the queen? I think someone brought a hammer. Should I switch to hammer? They're both after me, so I have to figure out who to charge out against. Earwigs are abominations. These are both my personalities? Bugs? Alright, I don't know what it's gonna do. Let's find out. Technical, okay. Good thing we have an Anja. Good thing they're both doing tech. That really helps. Oh, cool. And blunt works. I don't know if I should go after the little one. I'm just assuming because it might buff and support the other. My assumption. Oh. Yeah, it's got like a sabotage attack. Do defense up song. Formation? Oh my god. Yep, they support each other. Oh no. Oh, look at her. We went together. I got a bad feeling about this. Combined attacks. Oh god. How do we knock them apart? Attack the Celtas on the top? Celtas unite? Oh gosh, it switched to power. Okay, so they do technical apart, and then together they do power. Gotcha. And it is no longer weak to blunt. Ooh! Ooh! Big! Great, now they attack twice. Great. Good thing I did that defense up. Okay, the burn looks like it does pretty good. Alright, she's healing herself. Speed? Delta Spear? Oh my gosh. This thing must have been wild to fight in the main game. Ooh, nice. Critical hit. Oh right, shoot. I have to switch my weapon though. It was a pain. Yeah, it looks like it was. Did they combo attack like this in the fourth one? Yikes. Yeah, break their formation. I'm trying, okay? Oh my gosh, she went down. Ow! Almost took me out too. Deleted that part of my memory. Oh no. Alright, they're going for a power attack, so it's okay to leave Strawberry on speed attack. So I'm gonna heal. Oh my gosh. They're going for the legs. Are you supposed to go for the legs? No, because Frostfang's attacking Celtus. I don't know. That thing sucks. Looks like we're both ready to ride at least. Okay. Let's do a double kinship attack then. Go for it. Heck yeah. Anja and Barya.
行こう氷河。はあ。
Eek. I like that.
火に備えて。
Do we break them apart? Oh, we killed the Celtas. Now it's just the queen. I bet you she's gonna call more though. They always call more, don't they? That's how they work. Alright, so back to power. What is it weak to? Should I break the legs? Let's break the legs. Pheromone. Oh, yeah, she's gonna call more. So attacking the little one's probably not worth it then, if she's just immediately gonna call more, right? So we should focus on the queen when they're separated, and then kill the Celtus when they combine. I think that's the way to go. Oh, is she mad? What am I gonna do though? Power? Alright, legs are no, it went for speed. The legs are weak to blunt though, so that's good. Got a good basis. Oof. Oof. Man, I hate it when Barya hits me with that attack in Iceborne. It's not fun. Alright, it's after me this time, and I saw it do speed last time, so we're going for tech. Very nice. Eek. Oh, strawberry, no! Okay, looks like the Celtus is after me next turn, so I should probably attack back to defend myself. If I just go for the Celtus Queen anyway, that will hurt a lot. Throwing something up in its mouth? Oh god. Ooh. So next turn, do I defend or do I heal? I can defend myself, but if the whole team is kind of weak. Yeah. She's gonna do a big one. I think the whole team should heal. Do this.
こんなところで終われない。
Oh. Here it comes. Ooh. Oh my god, that one shot us. We were at full health. Holy crap. That was 2 hearts. That's not good. Okay. We gotta stop avoiding battles. We have to actually fight. We're getting too weak. Ugh. Great. We were at full health, too. Alright, is it still enraged? I can't tell. I don't think so. No, it's not. Why off-stream grinding is a thing? I don't wanna! I've been playing Legends Arceus. The thing is, I was keeping up really good because I was just battling a lot of stuff, but then I stopped because I didn't want to. Alright, let's Anja assault them. Ooh, big hit. Sure, grinding on streams against TOS. Yeah, sure is. And so was that Kezu. Kezu's gonna get me banned. Oh, the Celtos is dead. She's probably gonna take next turn to call another one. Yeah, she's boosted. She's calling another. His partner can deal thunder damage. Is that what it's weak to?
次は私が助けるから
Thunder? I have a thunder weapon, but it's a bow and arrow. She's using a Lumu horn. Ooh, we broke the legs. Yo, how many side pieces do you got? Weak to thunder and fire. Well, we at least got Anja. Don't you mean side guys? I mean, I guess. They have a weapon that's a big rolled up newspaper. You know, I wouldn't put it past Monster Hunter to make a great sword that was just a giant fly swatter. Alright. Do you have any items that might help us? I wonder if this does anything. Worth a shot. Afflicted with blind. That. Wait! What? That worked! Hey! Look at that! I learned something! I learned something, guys! I did it smart! That's it, I'm getting me mallet! I just threw a light bulb at him. Yeah, flash bomb. Can't believe I didn't think of that sooner. Yeah, no matter what Monster Hunter game. Alright, so Blunt isn't gonna cut it anymore, so let's try actually cutting it. Pinky used bug spray, it was highly effective. I used a bug zapper. Ooh, I think it looks tired. Ooh. Evaded! Nice! Ooh, we're getting close. We might actually win this. Inflicted with burn! Yeah, baby! Get wrecked! Oh, she looking tired! Uh oh, they're both after me. And I don't have a lot of health. This might hurt. Should I try this? Let me try this. Can I get an opinion? On what? Game move? Ow. Oh, thank God that like barely hurt. Nice! Guarded one, evaded the other. We won! Oh my gosh, we won! That was so close! Okay, now we have to kill the little one. Holy moly. Oh. You can't call queens, right? It's not one of those you have to kill both in a small time frame. Yo, we gotta squash this bug. Oh, it's downed. Oh, look at it squirm. Get it. Get the newspaper. Squash. Woke up to a pinky celebration. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you nodding off? Yeah, we poison smoke bomb. Oh yeah, you're right. But yeah, we killed a Celtis queen. Now I have to take down the little guy. Oh, he got up. Ew. Kill it. Yeah. Get him. Nice finisher. Nice. Ooh, that was scary. I think I might have to do off-screen streamed grinding after all. That was messy. Oh my gosh, we leveled up so much though. Ooh, Strawberry learned Burning Fang. Ooh, I wonder if those are good weapons and armor. Nice. Wait, so when I play RPGs, I plan to use something that's a means to reduce grind, and I wonder if that's okay. Like, you mean like cheats? I mean, sure, why not? I know a lot of people who play Nuzlocke, like Pokemon Nuzlocke. They'll have cheats for rare candies, and I think that's pretty accepted. Very few people enjoy watching streams with tons of grinding, so I don't think there's anything wrong with it, especially if it's not a multiplayer game. If it removes off-stream grinding, there's nothing wrong with it. TOS friendly, of course. Oh yeah, why do monsties not get affected by the light? I guess the kinship stone kind of keeps them centered. They do have the means to reduce grind off and on stream, yeah. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that personally.
村へ向かうぞ。
そろそろハンターを呼びませんか？
理由は？
予感？胸騒ぎかな？
分かった。手配してくれ。
あら、素直。
ことが起きてからでは遅いと言ったの。
Wonder why the frames are dropping.
それに、お前の勘は見どころがあると聞いている。
なるほど。良い教えですね。でも残念。
何がだよ。
いえいえ別に。
Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. Crisis averted? Honestly, what? These pits are kind of weird though. What if there's like a giant underground world? Like, What was that one movie where there was like apparently dinosaurs underground or something like that? There was like a massive cavern full of like prehistoric animals and plants. That was a movie once, right? Hold on, I can go to the feline burrow and just fast travel out, right? Yeah, that's a long distance. We gotta go back to Loloska. Yeah? I don't know, I don't remember the movie or if it was even good, but I remember it. Journey to the Center of the Earth. Yes, thank you, both of you. Yeah, what if it's Journey to the Center of the Earth? What if there's things down there? Oh my gosh, they could do like a whole Made in Abyss thing. It's like, Made in Abyss. Or Pokemon Scarlet Violet. I haven't watched Made in Abyss. I need to. Keep hearing good things about it. Alright, so we go back to Loloska, right? Let me double check my quest log. I don't wanna... These are subquests. The chief needs to hear about it. Okay, so we are heading back. Ah. Fun Village. My dude, Brandon Fraser. Oof. And ditched. Alright. Now, I guess we'll report to the chief. I have some quests to turn in, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, I guess in between, I'm gonna have to do some off-string grinding and whatnot. Blech. Quest. Turn those in. Tons of stuff. Oh, we learned how to make an energy drink, I guess. Oh? Love is blind. Oh my god. A sculpture of ice, a befitting gift for one so cold, but that thing in the icy caves is driving me nuts. What? Am I in love with it? No, that's not what I meant. Uh-huh. Get the rest of these all turned in. And I think I'll deal with the rest of these later. Wonder if that was the final boss of this area then. So is this gonna be like the quest line that kind of like takes us out of the place? I have no idea. Are we moving on to the next place? That felt like a final boss. Sure hurt.
戻ったか。
怪我はない？大穴のそばにゲネルセルタスとアルセルタスがいたぞ。どっちも強硬化していた。やっぱり大穴から発生している光とモンスターの暴走には関係があったんだ。そう。だから島の守りレウスは暴走してしまったのね。守りレウスの様子がおかしかったからずっと気になっていた。
強硬化したモンスターが村に現れたら、また村を壊されてしまったかもしれない。君たちのおかげで最悪の事態を避けることができた。皆に代わって礼を言う。 ありがとう。
Mm-hmm. Are you done making us do a runaround, dude?
この村は俺たちが守るってな、ライダーさん。
Yeah, sure.
こっちも分かったことがある。デデじい様はラビナ雪山にいる。
Oh,
目撃した。
oh right, old Dede. That's the whole reason we came here.
本当か？
Right.
だから急いで
We
デデ
have
じいの
to
ところへ向かおうぜ。
unleash Ratha's power to see if we can,
支度ができた
if
ら
he
出かけよう。
does really have world-ending power, which totally, definitely won't go wrong. The power slumbering in Ratha truly so ruinous? If it is, then what must be done about it? With a clouded head, you head to the last location of old Dede. The rays of hope in your mind are shadowed by a sneaking sense of dread. Oh boy, if that wasn't the biggest foreshadow in the world. It also, like, implies a lot that, like, the writer has doubts about if she can actually, like, quell Ratha. So I think that doubt is kind of like the reason why the kinship bond with Ratha didn't fully form. That's my feel. That's what I suspect. Alright. Change our lead Monstie to Ratha. Might as well ride him a little bit. Poor boy, we barely paid attention to him. A little stinger tail. It's kind of silly looking when you look at Rathalos like this. It really does just kind of like a stinger. Alright, so where are we going? Is that all the way up the mountain again? Can we... Yeah, we could take a catavan. Nice. Alright, so he's somewhere in the mountains, huh? Am I gonna have to do a lot more of the geyser stuff? Oh, that's towards the pit. I don't have a quest marker anywhere, so... Maybe we could try going south? We didn't go that way last time. Oh, never mind, hold on, we got a cutscene. Where he's supposed to be. Oh, there's smoke. Hot Spring Aficionado. Oh, okay. Yeah, I bet he's from the first game. He seems like someone who is. Ooh, Baggy! So fast. Oh my gosh, they're so fast. Raptor types really do got the speed. Okay. I love how the little ones just kind of bark at you. Alright, so these are speed users, so we're going to switch to tech. And let's fast forward through this fight. I guess it's easy XP. Is there any animal in nature where it induces drowsiness from biting you or something like that? I don't know if that's a real thing. Oh, yep. Spicy fell asleep. Oh, mad. I don't know what it's gonna switch to, though. I'd love to ride, but Spicy's asleep. don't know. Let's take a wild guess. And I was wrong. Ouch. Alright. Go, go, go! Now I can ride. Sure, we're not doing overkill. Double kinship for the kill. I like how when you have the whole battle sped up, it just automatically skips the kinship abilities. Oh, nice. Because you can manually skip them, but it just does it for you. Alright, the hot spring is just over there. Okay. Oh, was it closed off before anyway? Guess so. Poor Ratha. He's not very fast. Apprehensive about using Anja against Amtrios, because Anja's weak to water. Can probably get away with using Ratha for a bit, maybe. I don't even know what Amtrios is weak to. Oh my gosh, they all Beybladed. Speed on through this fight. Vampire? Oh right, they can drain health. I forgot about that. I got the little guy real quick. Oh, it's doing Ice Mantle? That makes it have speed. Venom Strike. Oh, nice. Ooh, go fast. Nice. Okay, gonna use speed, so don't do that, Ratha. We need spicy. Oh good, a normal one. Kinda. A normal monster? None of the monsters are normal. I like Shark Frog. I mean, my monsters are pretty normal. Kinda like Ratha. Need things ready for today? Be lurking? Yeah, of course. Thank you for lurking, you know. Good luck today. Hope you do good. Oof. Yes, yes, Catavan stand. I know. Yes. Alright. Hot spring. Ooh, a bunch of geysers. Oh, hey, it's those little critters. The Max. They're in Iceborne. Are there Iceborne monsters in this game? Oh, the spring is new? Interesting. Oh my goodness. It's fine. Maybe he's hiding. Gotta be here though, right? Lagombi! I love Lagombi! I'm putting this on my games list. Oh yeah, you think it looks cool? Yeah, it is pretty fun. I like it. Oh my goodness. The good hearing. Oh, the little ears twitch twitch. I want to ride that one. Alright, I bet you're a speed user. So let's swap in for tech. Maybe we should go for the legs. Yep, speed. Figures. Again. Poor thing can't even get a hit in. We're just destroying it. Honestly, after fighting things like Nargacuga, Anjanath, Celtus Queen, Legambi ain't any, like, Legambi ain't shit. He's got nothing. He's a low-rank monster. Poor thing can't even show what it can do. Oh, there it goes. Oh, Bunny's Mead! Bunny Bear Mead. See, I bet you're gonna go for power? See. Yep, power. And down. Cool. Switch. We'll do our kinship, and that might be a kill. Nope. I think it's pretty tough. Figured this would be a fast fight, but just... Legambi's got a bit of game, I guess. Start using some of my great sword skills. I haven't been doing that like at all. Build up that charge gauge a little bit. Alright, and then hit it with a charge slash. Oh my goodness, Saber! Hello! Hello, hello, welcome in. How you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Hold on just a moment. Let me get that let me get your shout out. The Red Panda raid, wow. There you go. Nice, nice. How are you, Saber? And you were playing Pokemon Scarlet Violet. Ooh. Are you doing like a challenge right now? There we go. Got them. Alright. Yes, hello and welcome in. If anyone if anyone is new here, I'm Pinky. I'm a Dragon VTuber and I play a variety of games. I like a lot of RPGs and stuff like that. Right now we're playing Monster Hunter Stories 2. Kind of like Monster Hunter, but with Pokemon. Yes, hello. Kind of new adventure? Ooh, do tell. Very interested to hear. Welcome in Saber and Slayer. Blue Dazzle, hello, hello. I'm fighting a very angry rabbit right now. Trying to. It's almost down, I think. Thanks for the pet, Slayer. I haven't played X and Y in a long time. I do like that game. Oh, he got Angie just fast enough to die. There he goes.
やったわね。
Zombie down. Alright, now we have to find old Day Day, I guess. Wow, that was a lot of levels for just a Lagambi. Tough bunny. But yeah, I know it's probably a bit late where you're at right now, Saber, so feel free to get your stretchies, your drinkies, and maybe even your sleepies. I appreciate the raid regardless.
デデジーの好きなふかしごけを持ってきたのに。
Steamed moss is a tree. Ew. Why steamed moss? Oh, hello.
デデジーじゃないか。やっぱりここに。
Bro, that can't be good for you, right?
この人が、ええ、ライダー
You
に
ever-
伝承の儀を
Is hot
授ける
is being in a hot spring different than a hot tub?
モンスターの力を目覚めさせることもできるわ。
I've
久しぶりだな。
I don't
デデ
really
ジー
like hot tubs.
俺たちデデジー
Oh yeah, he
を
must be
探
from the
してた
first game. The Hi. Oh. Hot spring dumplings. Oh my gosh. He's one of those old men who's just like, you gotta do something for me. Oh my gosh.
いやだからさ、それなら持ってきました。
Oh,
どうぞ
gross.
おじいさん。
Uh-huh. Wow, okay. Doing a regular playthrough, but it's also for a donation. Oh, nice, nice. Good. I hope it's been going good. Ugh. Oh my gosh, why do I have one? Oh no, don't eat it!
の話を聞く
Girl! Oh my gosh, she just ate the food and ditched. What a jerk.
ったくまだ入り足りないのかよ。ふかしじいちゃんになっちまうぞ。頼む、出てきてくれよ、デデジ
Maybe it's your fault, Nabaru. Maybe you should go.
ー。話を聞いて。
I'm pretty sure he just hates Nabaru. Which, you know what? Totally, I get it.
相変わらずの分かりやすさだな、デデジ
Going really well? Nice. Good to hear.
ー。この子が破滅の
Oh, thank
翼
God
を
he put on
強いかど
clothes.
うか知りたいの。そのために力を目覚めさせてほしい。
力を目覚めさせてどうするんだ？
万が一破滅の力を持っていたなら、その力を抑えたいんだ。デデジーなら力を制御する方法も知ってるんじゃないのか？
知ってる。でも教えないんだ。
だく、なんでだよ。
自然は自然のままがいいんだ。力を目覚めさせて良くない力だったら抑える。そんな勝手なことしてはならないんだ。
I mean, fair. It's not like Ratha chose to be born like that.
でもライダーは伝承の木だって扱うだろ。
伝承の儀も同じだ。人の都合でモンスターを操ることに変わらないんだ。
そんな。じゃあ伝承の儀も使っちゃいけないって言うのかよ。そうじゃないわ。だからこそ選ばれたライダーにしか授けてはならない技なのよ。
んだ。それに力を抑えるのは難しいんだ。
Hmm.
何やってるんだ？は
力を抑えてるんだ。
あ？
Yeah! Cook him!
力を抑えれば歪みが生まれてしまうんだ。
You plug one hole,
引き出した力は
uh,
強くなって
another
災いを
verse?
もたらすかもしれないんだ。
Uh-huh. My tender toe beans!
先に行ってくれ。
大事なのは力じゃないんだ。
I think I get it
じゃ
though.
あ何が大事なんだよ。
教えてやるのはここまでだ。答えはおめえにしか見つけられないんだ。
But I mean, he's right. Awakening the power just to steal it away if it's really actually the ruinous power. It is pretty selfish. And it is kind of disrupting Ratha's nature, I guess. Just an animal. Seems kind of abusive.
やっと会えたのに。でも あの人の言うことは理解できる。俺はちっとも理解できないぞ。デデジーはライダーさんのことを知らないから力を制御する技を教えてくれないんだ。もっと不可思議を集めてデデジーに持っていこう。
Bribe him. I don't think that's gonna work, Naviru. No wonder he doesn't like you.
ライダーさん。
I think what we actually have to do is finish our kinship bond with
あなたの
Ratha.
中に不安があるって。
Yeah. Because, yeah, he knows. He knows we can't handle it. We're too nervous. I mean, and she's just a kid, right? Of course. She's like, what, 14?
この音。大穴が開いたんだわ。行きましょう。
A lot of responsibility for preteen. What else is she supposed to do? Head to the new pit. Is this another boss fight? Do I have time to do another boss fight? I don't know. I don't know if I want to do another boss fight right now. It's gonna be a lengthy, heavy one. And I need to grind. Like, that Celtus dang near killed me. I almost lost that fight. I think I'm gonna have to save this for later and grind off stream so I can get a higher level so we can actually fight this next boss, because I have a feeling that if Celtus kicked my butt that hard, I'm not gonna live this. So I think I'm gonna call it good, because it's about time for me to end anyway. And I'm hungry. I want fish and chips. It's fishy chippy time. So I think we're gonna call that good for the night. I know you just raided into me, Saber. I'm sorry. I'm sorry our schedules are like almost exactly the same now. But yeah, we're gonna call that it for today, and we're gonna finish with a raid into Pink Megabits, I think. Yeah. Pink is playing Subnautica Sub-Zero right now, I think? Is that what it was? Yeah. So... Channel Pink. Yep, she's playing Below Zero. So we're gonna start that raid up. And get our raid message. There we go. There's our raid message. Alright. So, next time we play, we're going to be probably fighting whatever this boss is. And that's probably going to wrap up our area for here, the snow place. And I guess we'll find out a little bit more story related to the possible destructive Ratha power or something. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah. Tomorrow we're going to be playing Monster Hunter World with viewers. So if you want to join, I'll be streaming tomorrow at 2 p.m. EDT. And yeah, so thank you all so much for being here with me today. Please follow if you enjoyed. And I hope to see you next time.